na ye to me fifi mo the who said Yaniama Biasiko His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wo ba pro na okoko pie mu from Antem aye voter region na ne kase mo na ye bisa ne se term and extension of the presidential term na ye kano baso wo kobie mu ana ena Ghana mampenian anu idia de ba no be ya de ba enwechi Sheberum na chese tribunal be aya passi 2 days ago my man shebedefie no jebe kwane yakwa kohwese de sitie atano ya atana nye fedi agro ebebe nontu upiemu the Parliament of Ghana na shebedafo wo masitire gusu na ekoso wa monitor jimedi ni bia na nye fedi agro the minority of Ghana and of the Parliament ayentom kumano upie o muso mo nchina ono mo because someone they are going against our tribunal being aya pass no jebere mo na yakwa kodin komo say city and lawyer bronze boating ebedin komo na wadi ntremu to na dia brain e third time no ho and which tribunal be aya pass no lawyer bronze boating the ebe remensa ne so mo na yamranimfo eni ya beko na yakwa kodintremu na uko MPP osunu kokrokwa manyoko na ensem ne de deja boba because I am about internal party elections here and say internal elections na I am 70 year tibebre we say Georgia say we say free at say we say Johnson I say we say sports general I say sing na fiba kunum sana ekoso I don't know any bedroom MPP amanyoko nim chama want to me one wa general secretary Justin Frimpong Kodua enye easy e boot for boot chama na kasa na unim sa dama chase delegate out no yakoto omuso aba na santimante munyoma bikoso na eno ya se general secretary of the party Justin Frimpong Kodua nyoma bi a wo hye no yes chairman want to me chairman ntwibo esiako wo se anya de ane nichi ho we say general secretary nyoma bia wo ya kwetia no because on the pass national chairman si general secretary person nyoma bia that chi bia kokoto aba na national executive so no wona be di party nanim no ye kwakoto omuso aba si general secretary Justin Frimpong Kodua e person no chairman want me wo feli poto wotito I don't pay the voices how to so ba na ye dia ba besumi ne tiefo ne atwefo nyina na Miracles Abuaji say na otwetwe mo ena na otwe pepa chese yokofo kokofa no na yesi hwehwemo do ne gusu ekoso e denchi na yokofo kokofa Miracles Abuaji MPP ni awodimu Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia campaign team 2024 for the communication department and wodimu akotene pa anope be kona yakwa kodin komo e de important na yoko ekokofa Justin Frimpong Kodua na se Miracles Abuaji anope din sama otone pa eno echi ababa na friend say Camilla Alansan so akokodi mampeni atem wakansem bebre ane kraka se be yanka obi nkumampeni ene wonu anu keni Lordina Mahama aposi for kokofa no na yesi amano wanji aso nkonkodem wo konsa wo makwa akodem tienei esefata sa baba na yamani kodem so twebe na osi ade ma baba wa no na menu mienu esefata sa yetumi fa yemfo yen data 2 series 3 series a yedi si enim yedi empanifo atemo ana anope yebeje mu ntremo na ya bobo mu edimu nkomo Mammy Samoa Kwaba Biona, Yatras say no. Ayana enye amanyosem kwana yedimu nkomo wonim se nsema wodo pi ayeka ebi entiti amamre eno so yetena se adamem ne da se ya yedi emu nkomo na yehun se dia ne amasiko esane sa amamre de hia pa se yebema ntrima no so ehu pi enti ayana dane de nyina ye pese ye maame prophetess Esther Jesi woni e etena se na yedi na amamre wo ye nipa ba ko anyankopon asa ne ngopa ewo ne dwuma yimo na enei ekamia se dia na mribi etwem yenya gidi ewo ye ne dunsifio mu anafin so na esayade no se no gidi na bafom enti obi ayade a na wo de ko hospital but mribi etwem no so no oba Africa oba oman Ghana na eni omuso eye adwuma pa de boa sidi be ya se yade bi wo do na ebro doctor force wo munso betumi ahwe na wo munso etumi asa eyi edi afi wo mantie nei yensem a ye bisa nyina ne se yade bi a ana wo se ye de ko hospital ana se yade bi a ana wo se ye de ko dan sofo eni edunsifo enkomo aye ba abedi no si meduasa yewi abedwafo be tena se na yabopomu na ehun se de o men yensem a woto nso no eko ye ba sisi a sofo ma me tena se
Mothers FM, yes, some pa.
No pay ye the way to gomu gwa enti yenu anum gomu afo nyina no pay ma yemfa good morning in chiakese no confirm amo gomu apatampa weni a chompa mepe
o menyanam munye kom na muntie Mario Hoseri abracha meshisha me ye medjuma
enti sofu mama prophetess Esther Jesi atenasi
prophet
ye be kona yakwa akodi nkomo
na ringi de odam kwasha wo fare nyama kwasemi ogu edano asema ya rako ide inu nkra esia de woni namdan na da mayin bi chef champagne ne de na mo fa ne cho no
enu ntia be kona ye ne sofu mama akwa akodi nkomo yenko na yenkoma sofu mama akwa ba sofu mama akwa ba
mejo so
ano pe ase yemre no kokakra
na de mo ayele kakra
pressure no wom
ai se ya ni binya na sade
ejuma ne koso nyame atunti yegidi so obi ahoye
ede obi ahoye ye da obi aso ase na omo tie ye Saturday no so ye chia obi a ye chia mpanimfo nyina ye sere Nyankopon so onfo do na yesumdie nyanka bo mo abusua no ye da obi ase
okay so for mami anope nkomo a eda apaso ebedi ansa na yenuanom amanyofo no betena se do
okay
ensem a ye bisa ne se anasa asem anope ye bisa ne se yade bia na wo se yede kodan dokitafo anase edunsifo ne asofo emudian na wo se yede hospital emudian na wo se yede dan edunsifo because emribi etwem ukọ yenkrenkra enkra odo mu a aya na edunsifo ne yenuanom asofo ye maame ne papa no wo mutumi boa yade bi ekase bia honhom yade wo moboa ma wo mutumi so ano ema nipa ne tumi bankwem anopai we asemisa Ghana for ebisa
yo mo busa ne me modru pa ede Nyankopon ase ye be kyene se de Awurade asomaye de di kan no ye nyini ya na esua no enya hospital ne de yekọ ano papa wona nanom abodudo esi ho wono mansa na wakosuku korala se wo yale ya yesaw ti Nyankopon bo nuro bi ti se emergency wo ho a na ye de sankrofo sata na hospital ni wiase na de we wiase ne se o mo ten haban na hwe nkrofo omo ten haba na hwe nkrofo omo ten haba na hwe nkrofo nti ye nananom no a omo ne ye tena ye no abusuan ton bia no a ye wo mu no omo wo bia na ote haban de me be hu ye no ne de me koba bia mu ya etoso mieni amabai de minim no no ena de minim wo nyankopon mu se ono na ma enhaban ne eduro eba ano ana omu nyina de ye eduro doctors for ye omo go stroma ye ne yakoto ne anom ne yakoto ne anom ne yakoto ne anom na emom no sa wo de ko achiri pa ne yansa fa mradia ene na sa atam no hospital ni ho enti de ye ne sa kwala yale entobura duro ne ye den ye de ma no edura ne ye de ma no ye nyame dua ne ye de asa no nyenya haban ne ye de adware obi o yale ntoburu so obi yeso akra no ho ayehye bo so mu bonu nsuonyu no mu bonu nsuonyu no afi bo so na nanom abodudo ne ye de amaya no yesi akra na toilet akra na bo se na nakodi tinunum ene nkase no mo de asaye timi de fi ye na nanom ho na me de aba abode nyina ye nyame de ha ba nyame de nso wonimu a obewu hu aduru no enti saa ne ama no koso bo aso kere because ye sa ata GSS ne was say 12 years e ko ho na side no eno no ni ma me mpo no de wa ko hospital nto yale a nunum ne ye de sa nunum say sa obo wa utime wiwe na mo sa ne hwenti anate enti no mo de tete years a me ebedu baabi ti ebedu baabi a hospital started say abrofo no ne ma epic no ya rebi o ho a ye fe no esoro kanwa ne ye dimirika da obi so odimirika gidi no akọ hospital se sura kakola no na ye di aye no nti afi be ma hospital no nipa nyina be gidi because first ehini di omutimi ye ma no ye dey ejo nti wo mo de ne se onipa ni wo hasma wa komo pressure no ama mu nsuo na ama mu adwojo owie pe ka hokopa ahaban na faye ana aduro betwra ma wo no se kowie a akire no ese okwa hwe bi ana ye honhom yare ebi ana enye physical yare nti yana na no hunu se as yinkwala de na esoro ka wo mo no esoro kakra kra ya meka obi anim se so se eto so abubewu na emum de nti om ka se esoro ka wo no se amama taya kwala no awon se yesu ano no mo pekoko edi mani papa aduane bi ohin aye kofa bre kokko no ane obri tataye enti sa mama ne do so ana bofa so ana kro nani nyina ha no wu na de ba ko no so nyame kire me ne se ohun se esoro aka obi a ne se hospital obi ani wa o kire ya duro garlic ya hopo sa enye djuma je so ore na de so na beti uwie ya na de akọ hospital enti de ya doctors de no ye de ma doctors ade bia ye doctors de ma doctors ana sunsum de no so mo family ye ana afeso ye bo obi dua enya hospital na na obi ye de ne baaye ye de ne bre me sai obi frame me sai metima bo a ya tunu tukwe nti o tie de no so na bofo na so no bofo okoda hospital 1 week enti doctor bi ba ho nti na mga say doctors ne bi ye good o oba no say ya wie ye de okopo obi ote ahaban ya o ye nyame nipa o kache nse odifo a ote ahaban ho ne ko ho odalete ne straight ena o mo frame me a me kobo aye ne nan apro nyina me yibe kira serious enani nyina akọ what you say our hospital do no ye they make out you say enso nya nya na ji nipa because some akoto yade ama hospital ntimi nsa na emodi obetimi abo ansa akoma na ewosoro no na pressure tanto na ewosoro ni nyina no no mo timi ama na aba fam oba fam wi anu ahwe abafo na yesu ya basie because on say ahonhon no kosunsumu a omo nsuro hospital
enti me ba odi apa che nyina ne se ba na show so na hospital na service be a first aid or say I didn't call
sana mpesa me
kane
mo data na kra be ka say ye mo fa ne nkofie afie no afa odifo wonye bribe odifo bebreji bribe
was saying
oh sabi no wa me no ye cancel na nipa no ye wona ba oba me se me hunu amaka chensa menye bribe menye bribe afi se me be yadwuma na kobu hu aten ti menye bribe nti na me nambo ko e ko na sa cheche
ne ba
yeah
na say oji because of say ade ani nti
there be de me ka ya wanya antiase me say ti say me say oba me ho na akodu nsini ho a ana akọ ye wa bayi a de ti haban ye wa bayi bon sa de ti haban ye wo suma ye de ti haban ye wa busua konwa ye de ti haban enti e bia sa time no na hospital ni ho na bia ko hu du nsini no ti haban say du nsini ni bayi fo ye adwuma bom so oje blind boy ye de no kokoro be sa aba sɛ ɔdunsini a otie ne bosom no so sɛ wanye bribe a yade ne kɔ a ɛma because no bɛgye osika na watɔn yade na manipa koro yɛ dɛ ɔsa de brɛ wɔ nti yɛ about to send a wɔ a otimi ma on ne ɔde yɛ wɔ no yɛde ma no ɛne yɛ wɔ bi ɔtam yade no a no de ato gym ɛhu hia sɛ saa yɛ nipa foforɔ
wahye yade no
yade no wafa anto gym wale to nsuo mu ɛbɛsa aba back because nipa no ɔnum nsuo sɛ wate aseɛ
sɛ janso yɛ de nu aduane
just de no aduane before cinema baby so na hye dada
okay
ade a ma men kan kyerɛ yade ne ahohom suro pa ne gyaw aboa bi no ɔbɛ gya ho ɛna nyame de brɛ o mase aboa bia ɔyɛ bayifo kosi ahe na ɔnwura apɔnkyim fa no to gyem no ano no na no sɛ yɛ wapɔnkye a suma ada ne yam ɛyɛ apɔnkye wɔ ani nti redi anadwo nyinaa no apɔnkye bebre yɛ bayifo wɔ yɛ abɔmpaye ne nam yɛ de pa so ahwe yɛ abɛyɛ mmerɛ ɛna adeɛ baako so a ɛwɔ hɔ ne sɛ doctors no sɛ yɛde ɔmo bɛto na ɔmo nsuo ne mframa ne adeɛ wie a yɛ a ɔmo ɔmo so mmara diifoɔ hɔ ne yɛnhwɛ sɛ ɛyɛ kɛkɛ adwendwen atete obi wɔ hɔ a wadwen saa ma bodam kɔ na yɛ aba ne ti depress sɛ yɛ aba nso at the make ate ase nti aba wo sa wo dwen a ɛyɛ akoma ne adwen na yɛ adwuma tita bi a wo dwen no a wo dwen ne sɛ na akoma no so ɛsɛi
meba o sɔfo ma mebɛka sɛ wɔ manfo gidi ɔmo wɔ enuanom asɔfo ana emre bi etwam ɔmo sa yɛ ade ne edunsufoɔ mu no aba fam
de nti aba fam sɛ toro na dɔɔso no kora ne nim yie saa wo sɛ tete no woyɛ ya na asɛm ato nti no ɔmo suro sɛ no ɔmo ahu sɛ nyankopɔ yɛ appreciate kasa nyame kora ni wɔ heaven ni watam da ni wɔ to obi yɛ ne nua bɔ ne kora wɔ nsuro nanso wo na wo nim heaven wo nya heaven ba me heaven ba ntimi nim sɛ heaven o ko bi fi wona ba bi fi parallax ne ba wi ase makoba akono maba second ntimi nim me ho enye wona aba abɛhyɛ me nkom me mama sɔfo bi anhyɛ me nkom da ko me amenam nyina ma ya alert sɛ me nim me ho emre ne so am ya me so me wi na me kɔ bɛkwa ma obi so aba me obi kɔɛ na me so aba obi di ka be ye me madwuma wei na kɔɛ na ɔno bedu hɔ na me so mbae ntimi me nim sɛ me ya ma me nua ntimi nua na me ya ma no sɛ me ye ne bɔne a metu aka ntimi ko yi yade amfa nkomo obi ɛna me ko yi yade ankofo mu obi enti de metimi aka kyerɛ ansunsun sɔre foro so mo ado no amoso ye no enye nipa ne nto abra wontimi ma ne mframa obewu ahyew saa camp sunsun sɔre fo ni nyina mo ma me kasa mesrɛ mo so obi bana mo hwere sɛ pressure na wonu mu no ɛso kɔtre kɔ asimu a ɛyɛ owuo kɔtre kɔ asimu a ɛyɛ owuo bosom no anase bayie no tumi na wo ye no ɔde ne ba hɔ a ebi a make akɔ no ɔyɛ no kora na asade na ba hɔ ti a mama mo anim afem sɛ mbetima wo kye niema wo da ne duabɔ ɛwɔ asɔre dɛm yɛ na ne duabɔ wɔ asɔre dɛm wo suman ya wo de aka susum sɔre ho wo gu nsa yɛ no saplet na kobusa bosom ne sɛ we bosom bɛ na ɛyɛ no ɔsɛ bi a bosom asumasi na ɛyɛ no ɔsɛ mame kobusa ne ɔde bɛba na ɔde akɔba ɔmo de na me kyerɛ wo no minim ne nyinaa nti ɔkyerɛ wa na wakɔ nananom yɛsrɛ mo yɛse wo nua asumasi na eku no de na mobɛgye na ɔmakɔ kama na nipa no ho atɔ no so atase na start na de na bɔ no prɛkɔpɛ no mane nkɔgye mframa mane nkɔgye so bu hɔ yɛ mane mframa kakra obi also the temperature no was too high nti no so bɔkɔ no na aba fam ya aba fam awie no afei na abɛfa fam yɛ frɛ no fam okɔbu sa yare kora ayɛ dɛ yes sir obi wɔ so no ane bɔne
me ntwa wa no yade no te sɛ obi tie na ɔmo hwɛ no obi wɔ no mo a wonim sɛ yade wei ana yɛsunsum yade ana sɛ ohum yade yade na bi wɔ no mo ne de ohu ya ba bia onko hospital but obetumi ehu sɛ yade wei die na yɛsunsum yade
te men kyerɛ kwan fa sɛ ohu sunsum de sunsum de ne yɛ bebree ebi abɛso dan na wa tɔmenem owuo obeso dan ne abɔ otuo ten eyo bo mo de so ba kɔhwe obi owani ansa no waye
so ne boss a obey ade ansa won
e bo prekopa kra no anto ansa o ma atwe sunsun ye bo otuo na ya je kra ne dada ye do sha amra ni ma ya je kra ne dada enti saa da ye we no e ba wo da ye mu a e so hwehwe yen ana yade a eye sunsun yade ye no obanu wiase aduru enkoda so yade ye sunsun yade ono mpala kra ne ko ko bibia antachi okwa on say sunsun yade de tie ne say wo pam no ano wasa be hye ho tie say da bi wantimi ansa yade no da bi wasa ba back because ka bi da so ko de ko tue sika ro yale ne ye bobo atua ensrente so Unya tuya pene bowura honhum a eno ano no na yade a din dome yade edam etware sa yade no TV ni nyina no ebi wo abusua konwam obi wa ne fie etware wo ho ne fie dam ho ne bo ho ne fie stroke na wo ho ne fie obi wa ne fie no ya nya wo wunya 40 something kora yade na hase anya wo 9 wo sisi jese doctors na niama we nyina wo mo hye da animu
eno ne boni abusua na di atwem anase bi o ma
ya law ne ahye ya hye law ona na more than 1,000 years
omo ye bibi
na omo koje akonya ne se kwa akonya bi esi Ghana ha bi a ye nton bia ye bosom na ye ma ne toro wan ye de ma no ye ma ne kusua wan de ma no ensa ti abusua konwa bia ye se onya cheame omo wo konfo omo wo cheame omo wo teacher sa na ewo ho da kra ansa na wi
ase odi odware ni nyina
ano no obi wa abosom bi ho ka che ono ne be so da ye se wo se sa abosom no ewe enton no ye nkom wo mo ye nkom wo mo nemo wo so daye nemo nipa otaso ne daye pan yo ye de na tra konwa so ohema no ne ohene no ene chia me pesa nipa mi ensa ene otaso mo daye because ono otimi no mo kasa ebi ane bibi ha no ebi ana bayifo no ye adwuma bayifo no Ghana bayifo no omo ye adwuma atia akonwa e wo fie Ghana bayifo adwuma mo ye no omo de wachi wade ne de account ntimi nya hwe no akyekyero no omo plate ne de ahye akonwa no ne de ahye bosom so ne nya sa na tie what you say enti sa ade we no ade ba ko awade ma mi hu ye ne se ye abusua yade ya ekun na na wakwasa aba hwe akora bi wo wa ye de ne bremia me hwe na nim sa mi hu se we wa ba wiase benya 50 years na owu ye na oyale asma wakwasa aba amefie no mu asa awo nti asma no ye wo no wan ya na ye de ne ba ye
sambaye
obi wo kwa wo hututu tasambro mu buye o de da fam sa kyere ansa no wu onya kwa ne stroke chi no fie wo ba bie mu a ye fa ne fa ba bia wo ma menkam no kofo kyere wo onyankopon sa wu a wo sa do ba fie no da no wo ba sa ba won sa ko boni pa bie ni pa nye kwa bre nti won sa mo ni pa bie enti ba wo ba wo di stroke na kwa sa ta na da fe wo ano ache a wo be wu akwaro ntimi nante esa me ka sa yi ntasa me nim se ni pa me mom de me bofo de me ba o ya haban yo to do na kire ma de enti sa de klofo ya me bisa se ne wade na wo makwa ma we nya tusu ya bra bo ya nya hwe o se da bi se fie na me de ba mu de ba sa mo nkoko wantimi anko na wo hwe ase a na wo kwa be sa mo aba back sa be ko enti wo be kwa ba wo kwa ba 7 obi wa kwa ba 7 o se obi na papa bi frame o se daddy mama me ni e fra na me se mo na na busa papa ona na be ma na ni fra yansa no
enti me ba se dia na di kana ye ka no ti se ohum yade ya na obo so yi because of se bia nipa na yade na ka no enne busuafo mu nim ani nti no eye mo amosa yade nyankopon bi mu ni ene hospital ne ba ne sa dia wan fa na wo se wo de sa nipa ne ko first
esa ko busam na wo hwe se yade no keke obi otimi tena ho sa da hospital na wo so nanka obi wetima ye
ho no ujidi se hospital for ni a doctor for no so ya na fa bebi omo because yade ni bi won mo a yade atena hospital sa enko doctor ne nimpa so muntumi sabat na yaje na atena ono mo
so ye pesicatu ya hospital ne ka nti no enya wo hu nti ne beyi unto empa betua bibia betua enkanka ne kidiri fo no mgu osa no oba check up obetua ye bi a week bi akwa 12 million no de wo de boa o man no e de bi tua hospital nti de omeka kire se hospital omeka kire se bibidro nye nti bibidro nye no na je se obekọ da bia what ase enso kidiri ni bebre ye moa ya honhom bi ye from no komoa omo na ye so mbetena oyemu a wo ye nso so no kete
enye ya edidie ni enante ne anonom bi na ide ba
eno ye different nsaden timi ba ne ba nsaden etimi makidi yale ba ena nuane awudie se futu ma beda ayam kidi awade ma mehu se ye nikanika okọ agburo ho na se cha omo ya na cha omo yiyi no omo tutuma yi ansa no masa aye de awuru masa ne aye enti nikanika no adenti na woni foot odi de me mo na hu se wo ho metia ese odi abrobe ana kutu te se ota bibia betima didi a hyehye apo obi ha oji fufuo no stena ho nam kranka ho obedi nyine obetima di ne be bosome banku ne mafate mu oduro wontimi nko toilet e basa koko bebem wontimi nko toilet pe na efifi koko nti bo se koko no sisi wontimi ne oni ana moja wom nti yadidie ne so nye meme de na dedication ye kire mo soro na me de kire kofo
cheche pa
enti wo no fitia no pay ya wo so de na memene wa nkwa adwuma ya light food bi anase bibi di ansa oh to say esane oat, good. Sheets, good. Tom Brown, good. Cocoa amako. Cocoa won't say a young molina near son and anonymous Macoka cracker. When you're bound, I saw you just when you're caught.
Any chromobium.
I said, just so caught one thing. Now, Baba, one, ya what say, oh, while I was about to cock you, but one a catching cock redding. What I said, they be open made no on the anonym. What I say, a maid debut or cry just so they know. What you or you knew, or just so crown run is that. Cross I best word you and it's morning food in the air lights. Wouldn't matter continue see any light and open. Bruni, one cause one go no cause I didn't say ye need light. A beer with yem. I didn't know what Brunina catches and Sanum Suanopa.
Just Sunny William.
A son will ye be on soon, no say a son, a tad say king danger. I did be away a fun, but tad say king danger. It was a Numunsu, and so I was a man on Piota. Numunsu and Mummy, and never would the dear, you want Yanya baby a day. I can't do the pounds at quarter soon. What did you food to him be and call ye? My emra back to your topic, you know. Where do you have firm?
Apart from a Busiadi and our Cassa be I the enemy, Busia Conyani, no. A Quamben should be far. Pia, Obenya whom we are dear. Sir Unfumo be but 2 out to me whom we are dear.
Okay. And on the tears, so mamma, I don't know who ye and fire dear and Quasama, don't told Baba or Baba Penny. If you are ready, a cobassa and 2% una, but more dibus will be seen or daffem. Utimicasan on shore said, then ya didn't know we see you. A busiabu or what? You nipper who nipper wountem. Into woman of the worst society be. Into one of the worst society, no, a nipper wouldn't to my young hand years, cranaya day, no one yet. And no, ya dear, ye say, oh, yeah, I'm not yaman no more son of Yamako Apamo. A year to me no margin on catcher to me say ye poor ye pemba feska. And if you go be out when you go captain, you bet breast. What I say, if you walk on so,
Yano say, idea.
Oh, here, was said. Foundation in your Emma or Hiamba. Why never boam or so there be say school yaking. Yes, couldn't discover. I buy a cobama low, oh, school, oh, and you man, I'm a boy. Never day here. What would you like to talk? What would you lose so at us? I say, and I'm a boy. And he obi or catch us a school, you be your bon some. So be a better gun has a brooch and you're no matter honey uncle. And to me, Jenny Penny, I dare be a year more be an unpursued be back. What I say, and to a busiana, dear, your problem, say, oh, Hiano, and Yadia me boka and nipa home. Ne fear now woman on another obey we are say, and all quack on or pensas and or pecuru at this war, and all pers will be your ducru, and all call you to me if you are wanting, and all they buy, and was any made here, but mamma, but bra, must struggle and son when you scan him, I won't wood them media chum. If you also as you will be seen be and Yamim then tona mammy, I may want you reach chapter 13 verse 1 to 10, or their mammy, I want so one of control Antono. Me Yammy the make call, catch me so no, yeah, bonny, will be never far on the back. And I got any fee into no, our dear no, unya, and so about almost fat in Shirani Bako. Yammy, more idea of men in now. Now, when Miss Abus any dear so and Sunny, I'll be fenya, and I won't. Well, that time I'll be no, and I've been say we how, and I mean, the make out say, and to what's a wide journey about to say, hey, Diana, Mr. Swing, 18 years of Holano. That's a man who do with fear and tell them, Mr. Mompire, and I'm a what do we say, Ghana, ya quadro for? Said the Israel for Bompire, Mompire, so Ghana, ya quadro for me catch roll, ya who toy ya, me and power was a son. Tinako Ponso, Timmy man in my, or the how about 2 years to say a best of Bompire, because you're Timmy head. Ghana ye we are different. Ye so dear, me say atwea adu baby e no monko. Ade ne beduru so kate ade ne boro ho ban to so a na yasem. Otre ni bia ma men kan kire ye so tia wa bakan. Ti so wan sori na so betena se amwafo de wakra ni tiri so a wo benya ase because wona nanom nkonwa no na ye saa o. Enye bontin so na adua na konwa ba be ye me yasona ba. Minim se ye yasona de mari ni eden ye fight ye fa. Se dem ye kan tia ase so ya wade ye nye. Mini make obi anim ayasona konwa obre wo mu no wa na eye osa ye de asesa to ama wani anya de yese konne beje eye konneje so what I say into obi wani anya nyame bo na bawu sewia ese obompaye so what I say because onipa na kra obegu nsama ho no onim law no to na wawari yo muso na mka sa wade anya ntia na time no so a obetini aye onfa ahonya on ba no. What I say, enti obia wode na busua enti me kan sa wo teme nka busa ma me Sabusi and the no beto ye. Yari ebe ne wom. On kan chiro. E no kore minimi kofie bim. If you na me ko mu na adwene ye be fa me. Me kwa na bosom ne to so me na oya kwala pa na den no attack wo na nam so na me ntake o. Na mo wo baby ba me ho na me bebusa de kronte ya de se kire ya de apro no. Na ma ne nan nyina ya twitwa. Ne nan aba. Anya anko yi o. Ti ka just adwo de mintimi nya ti me da na me bo enton no dia na no frem so me ba na da dia na ahwe abo edem mo na adwosa na so na oni me sa wo ba me fi so na ba ye me nya mo bo ne de nanso ye se we na me nya ndai o so we ha ho ko ka kire ne se e ya busua ne yade nti obi a be fam nanso ma me mintimi nya because e ona na yare enti nyam na me ba be gu obi nton me de me life ye difference asofo no nyina because ebusua bi wo ho so a TV ubbo na wa
tuberculosis no
eno no so ya mo ya honhom mo wanketenkete bi wo mo de ma eno ya boso da na wudidi eno ya fa na aduanim nti aduane no mo de ma wa na kogum kidiri nyina aduane mo me se obi a ya le kidiri bi asunsum aduane ana afesaka de me kasa fe wate ase nti sunsum aduane wudi ana ho aduane be ne no ho ya mo de di wura wiyamu obi ba me bompa ya na me hu se ya na me se ma me wani o nti nya wadwen se me ni ani cause hu me simple sa wan nwen se ya ni hu ankasa temete wa se de me ba wote we de mu ya se wasoma wa fam table nas mbu se ruade se na ma me ne tra me so abayifo a we ria no na akasoma se sa na me ntwa mo atembuo ne ma sa wa fe na me on ka me nko na me ntwa mo nyame atembuo ma me nkita sa gift no the get to ni street power gift what the yemi am de be yo just me pesa me bua the one am so soma na pa ye bia nam sama me na yakwa so awi adwuma ko ka che mo so wantumi anye me sin na wansi wo biem ma anti we so nya nu tama wo tena konwa mu a ya nya botre akonwa mu cancer no nya yize den chen asoro no ade no de nyina e bom pa enti eja ho abo bi enwura ho na mo wote wo sei na danger lie o metuma soma nkrofo aba ho o nim se bi tumi soma bi free pronounce bapak se kosto no hwe odune tiwa wonai na afro atase enti eno no ya bonten de ya adwuma wo ye ho attack eno nko na mo abusua de de wa onim se o papa no maame no ebi kum wo so obi frɛ me no so ne maame ontime home aye na chenam se ma papa ka kire wo yire ne se wo ku obim te ne taamo aso menyam na mbe so we no so menya de menya na mesom aye ku mu na wo na wo taamo aso ne ye gya kwan ba ye no dwane a wo taamo so a wo beko anya nyame dia biem o dabi wakton kra ti wo bia waton kra bia anya nyame ne kun o eye mama satan na da eye bonsam na kasa na ma date e dey wo de kun na do oba asha wanan na wo to awon to aso nto nya kwa ye se oba pani we ne de na asha wo o ma na mu dia hin na wo do wo na de asha wo enti na okotum so ye wo yade ekun wo mu ba ye mu wo yade ekun wo mu obia ne tumi bia ne yade odikun obi okwa ono no obi wo ho ne de tipa ye nko a bosom na kasa tipa ya ne ya enti wo te mu na be wu eno a eso me pese obi anti asesa wo kona kwaji adura ya de a bosom ya ne wo honhum no na be ya efa kwhye obi a ko wachi ne ko busa ba bi akwaji tumi no busa ansa ne sa tumi no oba oso abeku a ya de be na ode ba obi ho de ani fra na ode watana se so what I say enti sa na ma we nyina no doctor bebresa ahun say da me ka no doctor be ni sesi ya obe mu akokọ check up ahodo ba fi acha 40 days na sa ba o mo ye adwuma wo 7 14 40 days 21 e be ba pacho ya de na sa ba e honhum bi na ne ono na adwuma no ono so sa problem be to wa no ono so ye den hwe ye wo honhum o tini pem e ma ye fa brodo no ye wo mo honhum bi ba ko ebi ye posena ebi ye koto ono obetena sa awode anumu a ono so ye honhum a wabusua anumu obi a ba wabusua bia na ye wo na ye oba wonya sa de no nti so de be wo so oboso me so a obi ate nka na ma me aka che o sa na ye me e na me firi mu aya pam o ma me anka ni nti wonim sa nya pam obi ba me nche ye wo no ye de ne funu makoto nsu ma kyem ensu no oba me kyana ma me wo funu ma da kyem nsu ma ko hu ma me no ko hu konfo no ko ye ma wo na na de koto mu ye ko ya mpeso o mo ye abosom no ka je say odifo no wakasa e we bi ne ye pe e fi say me kire no kwan no no ko ye no konfo no gu nsa na abosom no ka je say na na de tum wo maame no wodo afuo ho to tam to mu na so bedam de ye be walo omo no mo wale nkrofo nko a ono ye konfo a bosom no walo wo ye be ma o walo sa wo ye meyire unu ma de konti o me ye sa wa walo wa ntena wu mu a so obi ba befa enti bosom bi atwekora wo ne ba ho sa na asase so ne ma ne de enti ana yesu su ba ya na obeka kire ye meme ya ye foro so ati asienti mi siesie me ho ntwa ye foro na mere so a eno sa o ba ba no nyame mu na obetena
umu na obetena
mimi wo ho na o ya pia mi hu ni daleto mi hu sa mi akasa me koma sasa mi bibia sasa
okay nti ma am say se meduasa no
rade mo so bi nka me hu o maka kire mo mo alo bi abefa me etukwan
na ye bisa no ye disi no se wona wo gidie wo mo amosaya de na mo hu ade no maba fom no and then I will catch us ankrofo no
so sorry for mo na mo no na mpesa meka ade abakwa me hu wo sunsum solefo no ho ne se o nyina bebu atan me so mebu atan de mo mesre wo mo sai odwan na ya o mo de ye adwuma no so nsa konfo no so mo de ye adwuma enti akonfo de odwan ye adwuma edane obi abrabo edane obi hyebele ede sesa duane ne ma bebi o woje no wode kose sane ma no waje waye dai afiri mu ka de bosom ne be chese odi aponcha na obeje odwan na obeje odwan amaje me se o chese sunsun so for said omote asumi no a o ha no de obekire o se bia nantwie ana said America wote ase enti afutu amede mo ne se wo mo ntokwa ne do so ogana ha o mo nye together bo no we ni nua ankrofo na mo tete to na o mo ba mo ho no na mo amugu mo ho animu ase na beda na o mo aba na de meka no nyante ase afutu na aka sa na meka o we kwahye nkomo so ba da bai ye nkunu no ntontwene kese o mo aye mikum nko a o nti ye besere mo nye together mo nye meeting na mo nye kuo na mo nye together na mo nyankopon ba obobu watan suma de kan ho obobu natan bayi e support obobu natata nya ba akofo na ebu no enti se si ana mo wasa asesa mo sunsun sofo mo ye camp ne ade se mo money da ho because amafo monitor mo de niam na so abatip tonti obi aso hwe mo ye hwe mo na si ade fo so hwe mo ye hwe mo na haba fo so on say that enti me futu amde ba mo say o ye adwuma no a ye ni yie enyina public na nkasa ntieti ankrofo so so ye sofo mu a o ba o te akonwa no abegina bonte na edi penifo atem na so onye sofo because ba bon pese edi obi atem
obi ti fie hwe o TV no so obi ATO radio no so na yade bi ehye no a no so a eden na o ka che na no pay
ade a me ka che na no pay se yade bi ha na hu se yade na e fa ne kwankoro yade e kwa e ba enkoda na wa hwehwe mama Esther na ma hwe ama obi wo ho kra anya mpaibo obi wo ho ana yaduro dware obi wo ho ana nsuo bi na eye wo obi wo ana se nsuo no kodware mu obi wo ho ana ebohia po na se kodware o na ko kodware se me ka kire mo se domi da so ye dware po okoso atie sika ma wo mo hwe po so na be me na po o kasa one po no be dai e be kasa ata se enti se nyame ya wadom na anya me number yi dia afre me so how be ya yesu sum ya le bia no o frɛ me a me chechro because o mo frɛ wo akiri to obi ko ntimi ma me so me postu me niam me sam na me bibia akɔ ba bia wo ba bia be hi akwanche ne beka same fa haban ne nyama wo no me ye haban wo yere me ye bibia wo yere me ye bi nti wo ka kyerɛ me sɛ mama bia sɛ ni sɛ na me bompa na wadi kyerɛ me a me de wo ye ne be fra haban na mo wadware nam de aye wo yere mo asra nam de aye nku mo asra e bere na de na wura wo mu bibia
nti me ba o ye ni seminar ne haban nuru no wo bi pebi na oti bia ha ne kumase ya na wote tamala ekwan ben so na ne nsa betumi akabi
me de koda me ko secret tamalefo no masene
ne wasene am
kumase so kaso ho na masen na 3 days kam kosani bi ya ne bucket nti si wa afekra na nsan eyi suman duabo madom tandua me no wadwuma sa ne ma no e do na eyi ade ne firi because ahabana no odin ahabana ye loyal
to be to mass bono no hwewa
omu bia
wo mo frɛ na ye fa so mo
na me de ko me fa mo bia anko me ni pe ni nti ya me na me so
okay
eduro kwa me no na me de bla me ya na me so na ma ye ho ma bo ho mpa ya ansa me de akwa post bi ko me ngi ni pe ni se be si obi so ansa na abada bi enuro na mo no ma nya nyina nipa na ese na omu na mu ni
okay
ade abache na obi abese na ono na ya de na ye kese
okay
enti wo ye wo Ghana ha sei na pe baso a me ye ho adwuma me na no do so pa na mo ko hospital na ko hwe o falbo nya sa aba me do ma doctors
okay
ye no mo na ye adwuma ka so obi ho be wo am dalete yale bia obi a doctor bia wo ye adwuma so person fa me number fa bibi ni na se ba me dalete sa na me ye omu nyina
okay
enti no so de yade ne ba na me hwe na yade we yesunsum yade me ye ma fam dia na me doctor de na ye dey sa na me ye no
okay
anya majuma me kwaje doctor adwuma nkofa we mom kom da bi enti ade ba ko a me say tufo ne say ya hwe didie yi Ghana ye poison pa o say wo kwa nanim gya wa mfa ho say onya ne hwe obeku ene ye ma na nkasa sokora no mma moni na o ta ye kokko ba bi emfa o meyi we firo because ono na ma wonko anani wo ho atase enti say poison no so na duraba enti ne me kire nyame boa next week me kire
omfa na ma no na
me kire ade a obedi a eba we no poison obefe
okay
obefe ni easy
mate enti ye hwehwe ma me yetri akwan a ye behu no wan ma me number
yo me da mo ase me wo kaso he ya baby a besi kaso bia ya me na me befa to de hia so sika so ma na me ba meduru ho me be akasa ma me ni ho ama me secretary na be dey aba befa nti baby a obia no so pese oba akwa da ho na na ye do obi bre me yeso ni mu o freeze asoro ho esi fem no na onante
wow
me timi ye duru anto ase tse emergency o na me amo anom na te ye wade bo ho ya boa ye wo achi wade be mo anom
to free mu
yes sade no tiri mu ntimi wachi wade ka tana we oba mo on say that you know enti afi so no mon kola na no do nyame ka se bi de me sama me fam se wo hwe na yade bi ha wo Accra ha na kro bia so a ya wo nana no ene papa no maame ya afre wo mo
okay
mo de niam asie dodo ene ekum wo mo no from maame no papa na ka cheche se na eye wo mo nim ufunuma o ma hwe kira ma
okay
eno so beboa mo because yade bi ho obi na ekukun entana wa ma nipa nku from maame no ya pa wo ye lawyer wo ye judge from maame no papa o bu nim secret pa ko na nyem wo
okay
na o mo kire mo me da mo ase
sanama no tu dwamae
024 18 40 690 Mama Esther number.
Science subium
024 18 40 690.
Okay.
Mama Esther number na afi so me sere mo monto entam 30 minutes ne ba me.
Ombeto.
Monto na mo mama twesa mo frɛ na monto ma me. Na Nyankopɔn ene ma ode ama me no. De ba ma wiase nyina.
Okay.
Da mo ase.
Yeah, that's enti mama number no na that TV no so no 0241 840 690 0241 840 690 Free Prophetess Esther JCCA ofrena obeje so yade bia fakwadan no 0241 uti radio na 0241 840 690 0241 840 690 friend CCA obeje so ye ba CCA ye ba amanyofo na tenase na ensema odo eda paso no yitumi edimu nkomo
enti anya atwe na gina hwe ebeyo no osane pa hello madam
hey nana me wache
hey enti atwe wuni oh in fact why you can see you so ayefe pa
friend wo hu ayamia every bra wo de me call thanks to you computer clinic ba ye no ena ma me hu aye fe na me ye de nyina kosa no
hey say you pay ira ye modua centra oh in fact why you fine na enkoda ye wo ma na ntafo yi
ai me ma set na me bra wa wo hu pa o na so ye free thanks to you computer clinic ba ye me ntafo nyina ye me ma
oh ye janyanko pass pa
na unim nana say de my thanks to you computer clinic for PRO set me fear for mabusuanfo go bia yade a
send me inabeka miaro endo miaro ejumeidi inabeye miaro endo miaro obrei inabebo miaro endo miaro Semi besini fenwa miaro Semi miaro Semi besini fenwa miaro Semi besini fenwa miaro Obrai besini fenwa miaro Endo miaro Semi besini fenwa miaro Semi miara Semi besini fenwa
Samu akwa babio siru pejumedie na wasugusu awutie wenigusu awuhwei ma abedwafo ba betenase ma yedi nkomo je kwaya asia ba ensema odo eda paso no ene ye ba bebobo na mom ye bakwa ma no so na ye ne lawyer bronze boaten akwa akodi nkomo e fa no tribunal be na ya passe no Yabeko lawyer ncheni akwa akoji emu ntremu Enwechi President John Dramani Mahama ni tetema ye speculations out to a question and drowning say Ghana man penny din come on I need to just say see Ghana for man one tem and I say ejumo mo di ahye ne nsa no ero na wo hwe na wetumi ahye ama Ghana fa ne ntuma pefra eno nti yabeko o man so na ye ne lawyer akwa akodi nkomo ne mo mansa na yebeko no mepese yeko na yekokotie Ghana man penny His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ni nsemu a wokan ye entra about the third term a year proposal and as a third term beta amount for a dun komono jumedi ubetumi achewa adwin 0531930983 0531930983 what the far WhatsApp and afi SMS yebekin kan eti ama egusua ye twen abedwafo and as communicators the free parties are out doing na honorable Abekan Ebenezer enam kwanso a woba ye twen se obeba ababeka yensa na yetumi edim komo George Reborn ayite enso ekasa edema NDC amanyoko no yeguso a ye trense ono so beba na nkoma odo a ewo se yeti no yetumi eti nembom won so wo hweme a obetumi aba awoma so na yeti nkoma ne sa Madis 102.7 FM dasha crown Facebook okwa like comment na pia share no so famami audio SMS and I say text message WhatsApp edifa 0531930930 yebekin kenti amao yentie President John Dramani Mahama yinteni sama wata wakanye about the third term no enfamra na yeun sedi aniama esi eko si wobeko bium and I say wonko bium ni yentie mampenimra.
The people of Ghana gave me a mandate for one term, and I am working hard to meet the promises I made them. And so I always tell my ministers, I say, let's number our days so that we can work harder to meet the promises we made the Ghanaian people. I note that people have gone to the Supreme Court seeking interpretation of the clause that governs the tenure of the president. If you ask my personal opinion, I thought that it was clear enough. Me, I've read it over several times. It's exactly what it says. But if they want to ask the Supreme Court, that is their business. But I know that the people of Ghana gave me one additional term, and I'm going to work to meet the trust that they put in me. Thank you very much.
Enti weni ya Ghana mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ana wotene nkase wodi nkomo a wotri mu sesesei ensema odo ekoso about the tetem no wosi munya abotre na ni nsema woka nyina ne se woba no Ghana fo ema ne tem ne baako one tem ejuma wo share bo se woba abaye no eno ana eye ne dai so se wo hwe na wetumi aboa aje na Ghana enso etumi afa ne ntoma pefra entino se dia mampani ka no na ekamia ese nyade a woko biomanisa enti se wotwa ne tem wei ewia wobesi fom ndisi amanyoko no ebehia se ombepa nipa foforo a obetumi aba bedi party nanim the next election a ebetodwa 2028 na tribunal bay ya passe be na munchemu ni sen yesi yebeka ni se ya court na ya wode da no se ye ba be create bi e dia aka ho e be special court and ye be contemporary term ye be special judges be imranimfo awoto wo mo ana be hwe e dia 7 bi eto no nya afei ananka court na wode da no ye de ko asem ni betumi ye di 6 months and ye 1 year na ye ni wie we de kwa jaso the district level, the regional level na yetumi edi beno jawada ana ye pass ye minority dom kuma on rashebe fie wo mo si wo mo nyintum wo mo walk out from the parliament house na minority leader honorable Afenyo Markins edi nkomo yentie ni nsem ni bi emra.
I contend that creating this new tribunal system by this provision, Mr. Speaker, will bring chaos to the justice delivery system we have in our country. Mr. Speaker, this is populism. We need clarity. Justice must not just be done, must be seen to be done. Mr. Speaker, I remember the famous case of Tagore and Issa Abbas, where the respected Dr. Dominic Ayeni took the matter up at Court of Appeal. These were individuals who were convicted. And at the Court of Appeal, his argument was that a man may not just be convicted because of his own words. That is populism. He argued. He said every element of a crime must be proven. Lead evidence of probative value. That was the argument of the respected Dr. Ayeni. It was because we had a clarity, certainty in the law. We had a Court of Appeal well properly constituted. Today, you want to have a tribunal? A tribunal. Populism, throw away justice. Throw away justice. Mr. Speaker, throw away justice. Where people will be sent and people will be thrown into jail. Mr. Speaker, I will not sit here as a minority leader and allow this provision to stand. I move that this provision be deleted. Mr. Speaker, I so move. That creating this new tribunal system by this provision, Mr. Speaker, will bring chaos to the justice delivery system we have in our country. Mr. Speaker, this is populism. We need clarity. Justice must not just be done, must be seen to be done. Mr. Speaker, I remember the famous case of Tagore. I contend Issa Abbas, where the respected Dr. Dominic Ayeni took the matter up at Court of Appeal. These were individuals who were convicted. And at the Court of Appeal, his argument was that a man may not just be convicted because of his own words. That is populism. He argued. He said every element of a crime must be proven. Lead evidence of probative value. That was the argument of the respected Dr. Ayeni. It was because we had a clarity, certainty in the law. We had a Court of Appeal, well properly constituted. Today, you want to have a tribunal? A tribunal. Populism, throw away justice. Throw away justice. Mr. Speaker, throw away justice. Where people will be sent and people will be thrown into jail. Mr. Speaker, I will not sit here as a minority leader and allow this provision to stand. I move that this provision be deleted. Mr. Speaker, I so move.
And see, when your Honorable Afenyo Markins, Anna Yatin Kano, Wano Anna Dom Kumano, Wadano Anissa, minority leader, Anna Wedding Comona, George Odia Manina Susea, young Comano Sona, Yanni lawyer, Bronzy Boating, and Kunkodin Como, Jeba, Honorable Bekebeniza, Inya Tenasianisa, and T for Odia for video no to Sumami, na Yen Shabaran Kimra. Yes, Anna Finson Honorable. George Ribon Aite and so in your babe kainsa George Kabasuma na yenye wimra yeba na yeni abedwa for no and so eni nkomo lawyer ewa mano so yebeko na yeni lawyer akwa din nkomo sisia.
I contend that creating this new tribunal system by this provision, Mr. Speaker, will bring chaos to the justice delivery system we have in our country. Mr. Speaker, this is populism. We need clarity. Justice must not just be done, must be seen to be done. Mr. Speaker, I remember the famous case of Tagore and Issa Abbas.
And the lawyer Bronzy Boating ewa omano so mamin kona yema lawyer akwaba. Lawyer, good morning.
Good morning, Nya.
Lawyer, me jidi se bebi a obi a no pay won huye.
Oh, yeah.
Ya na nyame ase. Lawyer, eni yenka bi nhye mo. Madano Yawada ana tribunal bill ye passi ye President John Dramani Mahama ne tete mu sensem yesi amendment ni ama bi wono mo a obetumi akwa obetumi aye amsem yenu we ana no pe pese ba won chen na ye ginchemu de dikan no ye tribunal bill wakwa emra nimfo yi obetifi na wotie wo he TV na ye ka tribunal na aseche ni say
Tribunal, no, but me shall say important. I mean, I mean, I was to do reborn. On a public or Anna.
Wababitu.
Man, the result to know.
Honorable say, Uncle Nimbu, you better tribunal.
Okay, let me know. Better luck next time, because you fought a good fight. In fact, maybe I'm a friend, me, lawyer near Basunai. So, without they say, I'm not Bob in the course saying, because they are all going to train it. And I'm saying, in the name of the name they could see it. Into, I can't say, you might think there's more time ahead. You may say, the position or before I had on this. Into the battle, our company. Okay, you have on 20. You cheer for you now. Tribunal, you baby, you some. Into you abandon a court, now a different from the regular court. The normal court, and I am a judge for a change of Yadano. Tribunal, a different. Then the judges to understand it now. It's people who be with some training. Now, I tell as head, as the chairman of the tribunal. In the tribunal, no, they are saying it be all right. But they don't know, and to say, court, regular courts, Inti they want to know. Now they say, Papa Rollins a bar a bayomono. Or the soldier for the bar. So they want to be two court in our two baby. I got it for you, be what I say. Well, don't court no. Inti a bassa the court no a good year. And then why they be the assem? Inti for the administration not to a PSA. Once you will be a got to keke. Now would mean nothing, no. Then they put something together. Say, about your 4 months in India sent me. Now with your 4 and also when they don't carry the character of the regular court, Now, would you inform us of a court? Until the moment I tribunal. The tribunal, no, the Tiawa, no, would be a 70. Then, judge for no. I had to tell say about law school we had in the transfer. It had better be a by the name said the more as an additional do level B. We are managed training at Trebi. Nobody be awesome. They are not there opposite and yet change to say the regular courts no. It's
and see, lawyer Mabel said, I will say to me for Biaka Keno. Yan and Tessa, a lawyer for to be our munim dienu Anna Yebefa, and okay.
There's a question in you.
You see, said you now say you be to me a phobia Canadian way, you know. In an TSA one award judicial service in him, any in for to be a lawyer for the beer, or my additional way, any more minimum rano, Anna tribunal, Yebe formal, Aquaco Sabiano.
Oh, Nipa Befabiano, and Rana or you know, and a bachelor Nipa Cra, that qualifies our tribunal also. And they say, open the debate was a stage must be a lawyer of this number of years standing. And I say, why you more court as judicial officer at level be a bit more tribunal. Now a brand more. Now may be who you mean Brano. And you get me one enemy qualification with that too. That the amount of more better job. Now I could be say, or regular court I was studying in Shishati. Who serious I had to brain and maybe brain. Waka quarter. Every lawyer knows what happens or pertains in court.
Okay.
I tried to already, and as the Suman be a court, then your court not with the house. Any court no, I spread them.
Lawyer me Pachoma, Yembisao, Waka running free. Cases, you know, the away was say Yedeko tribunal, and I would yen Yedeko yen traditional court na in the dado.
Nina woman, that is a say be down the dada, oh, yeah, tribunal, which may be so worldwide, that be, yeah, or she said tribunal, or now, when new cases of the call. It's a manner almost over passing, so should be able the cases are a bit of tribunal, and the jurisdiction would to me or more, Nina by a brand more. The material they give me being by the man, son of a tia culture.
Okay. Now, lawyer say Yenianum Don Kumani say or money binding out piano say the majority of the parliament in any adreno. Unio mo a dream. Ebe boy judicial service no.
No cranium tribunal for no. Ya na so lawyer for lawyer ni dia benya. Okay, be as a man can walk Maraquan so the regular court. No, not a lawyer for the pay. The regular court. And no, they would mean particular idea also. And they would say, and I'll say, I can't say, it is an established system for a long time. It's UPN in quite a year. Tribunal, tell me that influence is being a new woman. Oh, tell me a baby a basso. No appointed point in Crow Wako Tribunal 1 year day. Inti Indian Pesavia Smith, Pesavia Smith say, what have not of a tribunal? Into honor which meeting Tim, which have the which in Tim and Crawford at the because 1 hour appointed point to Mina, appointed as well. If the time happened, you know, time happened as I've met 1 year day. And money would be a shame. Inti, and they mean to be in Cadia, whoops, CA, but they can't be a Beseco. A buying no say regime no and the control tribunal. Into a banner over the kangaroo court, the kangaroo trial, or GDN so they would deliver fair judgment. in the past. It's a regular lawyer be a tribunal channel. We listen with kind of fear, another contempt say tribunal they not deliver justice. But I make a think about here can ye part but they who may say no my sure what I say no my sure be a safeguards be ho. I did your money pay with the say I buy no smashing coaching go for say the opponent in the pan position one I say obi can obi a no I said that na tribunal or bribe as mercy. And I said, we will be party. Oh, because appointment and everybody now be free. I might not so and everybody. And they say, will be a party near floor. My brother said, the Nakosabia, the Gilly will make it.
Okay.
Need consensus and property and raising.
Okay, lawyer, you better ask no mum. So honorable Abekase or the amount, you know. You better not repayment yet tenacity. Na ye di moon command, sir. Nembo me sources in it, say, small dispute in some getting a busiansem, for compensation in your marketing getting, you know, and a tribunal court, no, a better national or mashe, na omudi, and conquer.
Okay, the day I
yeah.
My should say, think I buy a Jessica crop or the bois at Tim Wajumana.
Okay.
Anka existing courts no on trim bebree na ye mo makade bebree na sa confusion say we a tribunal we a court no kwa next free ho e makra im say one mainstream of justice delivery system next no free ho kwa part of constitution mo tribunal to my constitution no ye the shame but because I bad any man do baby no the general thinking at the judiciary, and they say, you see, tribunal system, military system, no more.
Okay.
Now, I got the mainstream, no. Jimmy Nimbe, I will know, I know they don't, when they had in the Bible, say, yes, I'm Kenya, tribunal system, no, you but there is a existing courts will be any no. Ye the debris. And now, more was the other, say, more can come up. A computerized year, Emanoma Yententema, and can be a canoe yesterday, so you could tribunal. But I buy on the feet be I Robert Bois. Let's try it and see how it plays out.
Lawyer, almost so more reason is a court ne order dano. Camia send 70 be called on which a doors to court tobacco in Sember Bay, and a 6 month 1 year, and again, you non per se or Mutron Tabe Modico tribunal.
Yeah. Yes, justice carried. Yes, justice buried. So would be a sema now to be cabrica. I said, no, we need justice a womb.
Okay.
You see the wheel of justice grind slowly. Into a senior and Casarin to what's here and a. It will say a chip here, not and your my edge, a good deal, and say chip here. Now, so no to be council.
Okay.
It's Sana system not here.
Okay.
But tribunal king. Maybe I have to look at the law properly. It's a law that is setting up tribunal. Much as but I'm also to be got say, yeah, the idea said Brika, the natural justice system will be a Inyano. It will be a so. Would dream winning also.
Okay.
Tribunal, the High Court will obviously have jurisdiction over them. It's a because of what I said, they will go to High Court to quash them by social right. In fact, the High Court will have supervisory jurisdiction and see.
Okay.
So if you call that the Paraboy, I will back to the High Court. Like I say, that's how we sign. No problem. If it's your try, there's no harm in trying. If it's your try, say
okay, lawyer, you better ask him for tribunal Nisina Yenfa Simani Kakra and President John Dramani Mahamani third term speculations. And Ragana Mampeni Eba Pro na Nisem Kayamon or the Atuga watch him say was so about 1 tempe and another in the Magana for the Mado. And T Sansem no Yaman and Concorda. Mampeni Sebi ana air tested law no. And I say, we're more testy and running constitution no how Supreme Court on our head. What can kind your constitution now? I may run now Article 66 word mono. eka say yes president bia 4 years now ba betwa 2 terms ana wo kwanisa entini se utwa na eso a awose woko ebinum so say 2921 no no counter kakra about the amendment any review say your rahebjafo bi won me wo say unya na referendum no yes said the American no de unimum ran intino what the America chena say yen fan fi won mo mran na amanfo bi pese o mo testify ana amampanini ndisifo na ana pese o mo push sabido
maybe abeda okay Uta Kodia in America, President Mahama has been very consistent on this position. Say, meaning he has been very consistent. Now that's having a cry free. In fact, we should be where you can't where you can't break. Time President Mahama winning, you know. Margins are with the way near, you know. And my NDC, it's out for and it just from Kubi. And the goodwill, my idea to about Pano, a better people. It is idea. And the answer for being canon. It's the NDC grassroots, and that is uncommon.
Okay.
Yes, the third for President Mahama, third for Obusha Chassi. But that in common was started from an ignorant position. No one in your Mohican. I say, when I jab was no Mokata, but no one in your Mohican. Into the Casa Dominic, but the VO studio. And now, make us answer when President Mahama got a Mohican same way at Tonoson. One 1 year, I say, open. Biao. What do I break? You want enough for more? Oh, you know what's going to be everything. What break? Now for better also. Into be that say, or be a come. Into Waka. Into so I can see now to the Okaya. And the Waka doesn't know who is so. But let's come to the Constitution. Daniel, yes, I also read you somewhere. And now, make sure almost say. Uncle for now a day, I could to say or more pay interpretation say the president can do another terminal. They are grown a woman when so for more term, a grow when they so papa as a 1 need, but Papa Biabo. No more yes, I did. And your mind here will constitution must can once the new business idea because and trainer a woman. It does not lend itself to any ambiguity. A clay, we yank remove ya. You did 2 terms, and 2 terms means 2 terms. Okay, kind be about the consecutive. It was also another and also the Motia, and one of the room. A constitution they were say only 2 terms. How many example be say? The Shamra Ghana has a Ubiango and Munopea. So what so? I said, back on 20 years ago, I back on. What would be no way? It doesn't make any difference. Yes, you know. The way now, what kind of 1 day, I want to one at home. It's the referendum I ever connect, I didn't know. Fine, they are advocating for 5 year per term. I did a bigitum 5 years of bigitum. President Kufuor the chance here can't ask them. Or 4 years to know, it's because all bankers want to say, will be there, not 1 year ago.
Okay.
Into the 5, study Africa have many don't know that over you know. Into 5 no a year. Over money net also, that's the way we. It's a no way I just 5 no, but 5 no echo. And if the Muhammad a person will be 5 another time into all pre 5. A general consensus and the general thinking and mass 5 and abba. Into we won't find the President Muhammad also on ye bibia, on ye, but on ye, that is always be bibia. Into propaganda and coffee.
Okay, lawyer, said ya obekaya ya tu abawe ni ye kase mampedinya to third no will be to me a pushy for third term. Okay, it came from the Constitution Article 291 one day corner. Yes, you bit to me a pushy because to third na yakwa to referendum. At least 40% of Ghana for to aba. Or some participate in that referendum, yes or no. Now to me makwana nim. Say na yemra shebe dwafo na na so parliamentar NDC kita sa na ambese na constitution no ekasa no wo mu otumi so mu bibisa o mo ye bibisa
opa mema parliament ni nyina ema NDC4 ni nyina o mo ntumi ense sa constitution no abagana for ento aba o mo ntumi the open we biano, you bring it to the Ghanaian people. And I'm catch you say, start popular support now. Mama Nya about to them. I don't know how many people any support to be but I say no. Almost the support to know why say the open we be a bit me. Ghana put me answer open the no more.
Okay.
Yeah, open a term or every 2 terms. I got 3 terms, 4 terms. There no Ghanaian will support it to be our support too. That's why Obama said President Sebra. But some make who the big count the Opwa. Now running the ground or the in the buy free the military buy now. You talk about first one. Would not a second would not massive no. Why you not doing that? So free 2 terms not what 3 4 terms. Or no point is the be the power anything. Why Mama Nebe on ye who be also generally obey.
Okay.
It is a piece of Daya, say a parliamentarians or say a Wayo. The Yagana for the Yemi. 3 term, 4 term. Or more shall say, my no. Me, I want to say, no one guys are Commodino crowd. But the Mamma guys will be a man at 3 term. Don't kind to be a woman guys on the crowd.
Now, lawyer, me do see no said ya all King Kaya or see you being here parliamentary approval, constitutional amendment bill, no, or say Rashibi for no, pass it, and we're more to now followed by the national referendum because about 20 50-50 said the you now can say Ghana for but about 20 50-50 this year kind of sana be omoketa to Ted no we mo di say Rashibi if you're more the majority kase bia yem pass sabe no metumi apase lawyer yem bisa say bibi sabe tumi esi
e betumi esi so mo ka say o mo the 3rd term e be kan wa e be o betumi ayesa ade no but unim say constitutional review the commission no report now over the buyer no government has to issue a white paper home.
Okay.
And the government the executive no will issue white paper actually the pay a commission report no the buyer and the home pay and the officer. Now president no with any mono also on pay said bia a MP never can say tinjẹ try about 30 mention one David.
Now, say be lawyer me bow. Say be omoya take effect from President Mahama ni temyi, but the next year president away him the subsequent president.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. But why would you want to introduce a title? Is that what Ghanaians are calling for? Constitution really for core ground no. Almost so be aka say yam patete mrana. MPs no, they are our representatives. Omoko constituency almost say Ghana for so for 3rd term ana
and there say me ba o and there say na hu ya say constitution omo de be shame say bia onya 2/3 na e betumi ay amendment no a pass na yetumi apushi
oh and then the term no one when your constitution you only want pia your constitution ma you be here say be say na man
okay
if you are in positions na ya in training say that dey we there o be say say the empa don't say no and just no here okay the some of the sana I say the parents is on doors if you do more ye sir
okay
but the make can say parliament kono the here Ghana had any tete the san kono so kino mu dia o munyai e ho hia Ghana for nka so petete the mama kan on kan da so petete enti o the member president mama kan matter say that 5 year more mojitum enti so yeah, white people be at the parliament and visa by all means 5 years and a 5 years 2 terms. In total, will be 10 years next week. But 30 MPs ne pass a cry. And massive referendum now. Yeah, referendum now, so I did be here to be into. Ghana need Bianca of a 30 or the 4 term. Who be having the 2 terms and one.
Okay, lawyer. Lawyer no pay bedasi.
All right.
Yes, yes, Yankopon so be kan na wodi wa ba bedum kran asomdwe mu.
Amen, everybody.
Yeah, also ase. Enti ya kwa mano so ni lawyer Bronze Boateng ekokodi nkomo wateni nsem ne bi. Yemre no ko. Honorable Abeke Ebenezer atena se George Reborn aite. Enso enya atena se anesa. Honorable Abeke ka said ma MPP wo sunu kokroko amanyoko no. Honorable George Reborn aite ekasa edema NDC. Honorable Abeka mama akwaba. Na ochwe mu na sende no na yenyina anim dwumedi kese a na edamanim ewom se ankoye mbom yesi achia na muye esene abebuo nyina nka krakra ye ku ankoye nim wa na okan yese president bebre na ompeso mudi ade Ghana they tried first attempt to move failure crack or twice and say far and tiansa na obebe mu na no pain yema better luck next time yes Nyankopon say the subsequent elections said that no obetumi aboa na wafem honorable
kanyo menase no family kakranti maybe if my voice and do be a from kakra month and I wasn't I mean doing something to my back
okay
but the be for the love of the people our country Ghana our party and the love of your listeners and your viewers who adhere to their call and do what is needful. So in another way, make sure I would see if one was shafunia. We are I mean that my music when you're in that I would to say East MPP delegate for the answer. Or talk about mommy, or talk about mommy and Madam Marcy. At least getting 775 votes is not an easy vote. I just say my Juma. I have 775 people that more they love, they admire my vision and my ideology. And they thought that's why I said they should give me that opportunity. And to say 775, what to be in here been there, missing Madam Wasi. Now I want to be Madam Wasi. Because maybe I didn't know. Election require 2 outcomes, but either you win or you lose.
Okay.
But for me, I became in and I have pledged. So whether I win or I lose, I will still work for the party. Even in this hard time, I mean, because I see I'm home for me. But yes, so no, because of the love of the party, into my veterinary radio, so me a party,
okay.
Into Madam Wasi. And all these senior patriots, I mean, Mom so for consultation, for your ideas, for your views in Yano. My start up Mona so Madam Wasi. Because to go to a senior patriot of the party, now do I say what could him? A book about good in your papa. Obia Jimawa too. Clearly, that shows how they thought it wise. Yes, Abeka can do the work. So let me use this opportunity to tell them something I say. Oh, radio so my message about Mona so one after the other. I don't see. Now, my chair, the former member of Parliament, the former minister chief executive, and nobody tell about Pomisa. Let me chair the council executive, led by Mr. Kwesi Daniel Kwesi Buedu, and then the secretary Michael Ade. So at least many opportunity to at least we are all going to work together as a team to be able to recapture power in the constituency as well as the nationwide. Now, I mean, it's opportunity and can delegate for say regional election or central region. I have my candidates at my piano. That is Mr. President as the chairman, Mr. Richard Techibes as secretary, C.K. Mankesa as the deputy secretary, Anthony Kosisaki as the organizer, Odenaho as a youth organizer, Isaac Blanson as a communication officer, and Alice Safiano as the national coordinator. Yes, I'll be coming with them rounds. And I am Mustafa Muhammad, one of the contest for the regional treasure. And I remember rounds, maybe anyone be doing come on. It's my word that you give them the nod to be able to continue the good work they have for the party. Now, my chairman, general secretary, lawyer Justin Ponkodia, Nana B, and all the national executives in here and say, we are still on course to make sure we win back the votes and we win back the minds and the views of Ghanaians so that they'll be able to give us the not come 2028. It's Ghanaian and I'm not my way there. I said, I'm going to my delegates. Whoever supported me both financially, prayers wise, in Yano, Mr. Bedamasi, Yakupon Sham, at least if Yamiado and then week, none of me Janakonano. And if Yamiad watching, what is a cocoa book? I asked back accident or the mamubium. So at least for the love, the affection, the care you showed me, and you'll be with my side way. And to come my band up, there's the only thing I can say this morning.
Okay. Yeah, now Honorable Bekasi, not Ian saying Uncle Ponce, Obekano home, Asani Adie, Yamia Tumwa, Obeba. Honorable George Rivon, Aite, good morning.
Good morning, Isaac.
Akwaba.
Yeah, an OPDM say, me chair the good people of Ghana and the good people of Domiabra Obo constituency. Me MP Honorable Isaac Auku Ibo. Me say, ye kasa idea or who voter region. And say come election directorate. Omo deputy director or ye wedding there. Ewa who inti omo nyina omo inti me fa kwenya we so na ma wishi kwashikuma the friend Ray happy marriage. He's joining the table of men. And inti me wish you omo happy marriage. And I me wish metia ye branch executives ewo Domiabra Obo constituency. Msesenia ye nua beka akotru no although wanya saa na yeso ye de be start enya easy unhwe unsu ye ebe wi ase kwapo na wo yare enu bia na menua ne famenti enche ya start say ye bom nchen na ye beba to say ebenya victory no enti ye do mu fie so a omunji ya wa to na ye party adwuma ene emani kanko enti na and I have position no ye per se Domiabra Obo constituency and NDC as a political party and Jan na so say na be 2028 no e be to me retain power with whoever emerges as our flag bearer enti anope na me say chia municipal chief executive so honorable Moses Kabukubi or Kanse. Okay. And a Juma pa oye. Na senya ye nyina kan and then na ocho pepa mpa ye nua ebi de Zabeka okojira okwano. Unfortunately, wanya ne senya ye nyina ye hwe no ba senya waka no. Election there nyoma mienu pe na either you win or you lose. And sometimes simple no who lose grandpa a win in disguise because e bie kwan be brave for the next election. Enti me fa radio ni TV so now mama no shedding and better luck next time. Okay.
Honorable George Rubon Medasi, yen share yen komo twetwe na say. I started from Honorable Abeke Honorable Thursday na me say Parliament pass public tribunal B 2026 minority on call for STG walkout or boycott here. Ya pass and then our Kasimandu.
Ganyo Medasi. If as time goes, maybe a beba. For now, let me relax a little bit.
Okay.
And therefore, I'm going through a hard time this morning. Ganyo, public tribunal bill and says no passing. Yes. By the way, even though it is in the Constitution, Article 140 or so. 140, yes. Number 142, say there shall be established in each region of Ghana such regional tribunals the Chief Justice may determine. A regional tribunal shall consist of the Chief Justice, one chairman, and such members who may or may not be lawyers, as shall be designated by the Chief Justice to sit as panel members of a regional tribunal, and for such period as such be specified in writing by the Chief Justice. And to Constitution Article 142 can. Ganyo, metie my boss, lawyer Bronzy, and Anna Paway. And I'm going to use certain statements or kind of as a point to be able to also use as a form of to express my view on this. And that is my view. That is my opinion. You may agree and disagree to it. What does it mean, say you will come and attack me on that? Ganyo, maybe you do this year. TUC's even called on the president to slow down on the passage of the tribunal bill. So we touched it twice that the government of the day will listen to what TUC is saying. A lot of lawyers have come out to say that the passage of the regional tribunal bill is a rush. It's a rush in the sense that maybe you do see what is the reason for the tribunal? Almost the tribunal one is going to help in advocating specific state offenses like illegal mining, economic fraud, and tax offenses. But Ganya Bisa question is still the same. We have a court in our republic and handle such issues. The High Court is there. So what is going to be the difference between we? That's a lawyer can. It's like once the tribunal, most of the tribunal, it doesn't deliver fair justice. I said Gangaru court. Whereby we didn't just say we. But you see, check out Article 125. Almost justice emanates from the people and shall be vested in the name of the judiciary. Can you see Emra and I tell you Emra na Ghana for no margin by. But if today justice, which we need to know, it's a mandate for the people. No, with today to end up becoming is going to be to target some people. Can you and I understand perfectly what's the rule of law? No, as said, One, you want to be the supremacy of the law, equality of the law, and the protection of the fundamental human rights of the people. And if the people of Ghana, their rights are not being protected as a result of this kind of tribunal courts, clearly, we have something to say as a country. Maybe you do see, it's not about what you want as a government. It's about what the people want because they voted for you. So if you do things on your own, without at least adhering to their views and opinion, clearly, in the chest of one you are not ready to listen. And Ganyo, there are some sensitive issues that this government of the day had. Up to now, we adhere to it. In terms of employment wise, why is the 24-hour economy 133? Why is the women German bank and away? Ganyo, your courts to be taking care of this issue. Why, if you really want to pass this particular tribunal bill now, I didn't know if establish existing courts won't be at least it will help in our justice delivery. Are we going back to the era of your friend is saying military autocratic regime now? Can you? Is that where we are going? I pray and I hope, say, where this government wants to take our justice delivery to, they should really think about it because a lot of lawyers have come out to say it was a rush. And Ganyo, we stay there. I buy way on Casano. I'm passing Mrabia, Mrabia, when you say Ghana food, I'm passing an idea. Abraham, no yadan. Oh, to tell that means that you have everything at your disposal. Sometimes you listen to what the people say. You have representative. You are representing a group of people, a constituency. Mr. Sawo Kono, who be so much as a member of parliament before you're able to at least follow what the government wants to do now. That is what we all need to be asking this government. Yes, sir. Tribunal, yes. Jurisdiction-wise, you're problematic. Structure-wise, you're problematic. Being the minority caucus opposing it, it's a fact. It's a fact. And the last one here, because today, government justification, what government trying to present, I'll say we have a backlog of 3,360 cases in the traditional courts. So, Ganyo, if you're a case of 3,360, so that is the reason why also would be establishing the tribunal. Then that is frankly because justice grind slowly, and I yes, and I can. So, the mobile, what are you going to do? So, 3,360 cases of traditional courts, SPD to at least to provide, to deliver unfair hearing to the justice to the people. Why don't you make the traditional courts function in a way which will be in the interest of the people of Ghana? If that is the reason why almost a more established tribunal, the next government should come back again. This government should come back again. Because we are not in the era of autocratic regime, whereby soldiers are taking over. We are in the era of what? Democratic regime, whereby views and opinions of the people matters a lot. President Mahama, if indeed you are aware about this, you should hold on and do what is called more consultation, stakeholder consultation. What I say? Because they are the people voted for you. So if you want to take any decision, let the people be aware and see what can be done. It's getting, Ganyo, on this note, I just want to say the government of the day should come back again and do what the people want them to do. Maybe I didn't know the tribunal can never solve any issue. Whether the tribunal is coming in to deliver unfair justice to the people. Because also be illegal mining. So today maybe some question also. If today a member of your party is being arrested for illegal mining on the tribunal, no passage judgment on that particular person. How and your people are against what the passage of that judgment on that particular individual. How will you feel? Your people will be angry at you, and I say. So today, if you want us to believe, so you are not coming in to do what is called political persecution. Today, Joseph Yamini issue. Oh, you come up to the Yenti Assembly. Abanga.
The Galamsey issue.
Yes, Yenti issue. Well, let us know July 2025. Up to now, in your report behind for you.
Abanga and Tafono.
Yes, and this is a third vice chairman.
Yeah.
Another thing, I refer to Yoko, someone investigating. So the question is, are they ready to at least anticipate for this? Are they ready to anticipate for this? You're begging them.
Okay.
You're begging them. The justice emanate for the people. It was been enshrined in Article 125, and almost justice going slowly. No, we all need to understand. Say today, no, the person have to right to fair hearing, right to fair trial. A constitution provided. And if today the constitution is providing certain, like clearly it means to do a counter whereby I mean
102.7 FM Mothers
and fight against this decision.
Mothers FM. Yes, some pa.
Honorable Ebenezer na yetene nkano kasa edema MPP ama nyukuno. Honorable George Rebon aite ekasa edema NDC. Honorable George. Honorable Kadi ni DNC simani tu.
Isaac Ganyo say on my way mo politics inti. I say rival your friend is saying craft wo ukra ofrantuma ntuma efe krampua ota ana ehinti ubeka say ntuma enye papampo enye quality eno bi na MPP for no ampa 1982 Rollins Abenso and a tribunal court and a way of adjudication Yeba the Fourth Republic. 1992 Constitution Article 126. It can want some say yebeye. But niho ye se siya. And also chese NDC ye kofa a new thing that we are introducing, but it is something that our own constitution has established. Say yebeye. Yemranu aye 1992 constitution Isaac. Debia parliamentarians eden omoye. Baby aye jetu wa ensheda ye functional ana active no na omoye bibia fa no mo de akọ no mo pass bills any ehu omo di djuma fa so na be betumi aye den aye djuma. Debia me kan say wo di ko Bible mu kura mpo a bre Moses ekoyi Israel for free Egypt as so mo ba no namra ensheda ni ho sa o namra ni ho so be kai first namra ni ho but nipa doso be ye bebre afe ye mfumso ne ye mumu ye ne ye boni be doso no e ho na Nyankopon so say say me mfa mra en governor na en protect me nkro for na nyesa they will go beyond boundaries eno bi na ye kon ade no ye constitution mo but aye omo kan say is it dormant till this time. Ene abai am say ye judicial system no I congested, so we have to find a way to decongest it. And to say a best start say a be ye juma na infumso beba ho enontina media stations e mu wo ho say you start here I'll say we should discuss it. But all what people are saying, especially the MPP people, anticipation. They are only anticipating say political persecution. And then
you mean they are anticipating failure?
They are, exactly. And then you can walk bill no baby say MPP phone kwana yeba abechi omo ana. And now on my way MPP phone kwana edi boni ana. This will tell you the kind of people they are. Because omankasa omo adwemu enyo mo clear. Because unim say wunya from so bia wunya boni bia unim say that unya opportunity eco service government where adia ense say appointee ana wu ye no wonko ye nti semra bi kura wo ho a edi chi amanfo a enka wo. Why do you have to even think about it? Minua abeka ekaye. Lawyer Bronze Zukaye, it's very unfortunate for me to hear from them. Say, say, politicians, benya influence, muso. When they appointed judicial way,
Chief Justice.
Chief Justice, when they appointed him, and your president, they appointed him. So right away, Krampo says, "Ana oka di any not ready no ye judicial system nankasa no aye corrupt already." If what they are saying today is something to go by, I'm not saying our judicial system is corrupt, but you and I also know, say, senior yepeno.
Mothers FM.
Because omuyem from so bebre wuti a judges ni lawyers any super no me yeah. I don't see our judiciary system ni say ye kroji senior ye hwehwe no. It is endemi nua beka. Any lawyer Bronzy, they have the the technical know-how. Some legal people. Or lawyer so the media main count me accounting student. Me can accounting and make it. But where the lawyers nankaso and they can say Bema politicians will take advantage of it, not on my influence. And I mean, who's himself president and appointed chief justice. They just say already it is happening. So they don't have any reason to speak or talk against this particular initiative.
But why don't you go for the expansion of the traditional?
Who is not adding? Yajai court see what my way. You need secondary schools for my way. Say we are expanding secondary schools which are existing already, and we are also building new ones.
Yeah.
What's wrong with it?
So why the need for the tribunal?
Agenda 111 now almost 30 years no. Now hospitals are near my way. Why didn't they channel the money into agenda existing hospitals?
But Mami Misao,
Mami
okay.
My mouth very good example. Until don't divert my attention, please. Me see agenda 111. Sana Kolibo Hospital or met me expanding. Sata na otunfuo or say to the second. Na or call round resika say or the kosiesi Confanoche Teaching Hospital. MPP are buying arms for you. Why didn't they channel the money, the funds to that hospital? No, but they went for agenda 111. Nature say it can be done. Enye boni enye from so. What I say? Inti say ye were existing courts. Ena ejuma ekoso. But Isaac, you and I know very well say ampa ye judicial system no. Senya ye di asem ana adjudication no. It takes so much time. Why should Chama to me, for instance, ask me or court in there just 1 month again? Now some baby we camp on na 4 years term no na eko na mo anso mo di blame na ema government ni say mo na mo share boss say mo ba you prosecute corrupt people.
Asa asem no ungada evidence ni wie hu said
very good ungada ye NIC fine. The same lawyers ni judges so mo ye adwuma wo ha na they are gathering those we no evidence no case no doso inti yenya regional and district tribunal courts. Other people too can take care of those minor ones over there. What's wrong with this?
Maybe
His Excellency John Rawlings late or initiative we know and the problems with Bauman we mana. Let us be truthful to ourselves.
Okay.
Minti say the infumfobi ba or my way. What you say? In fact, when we the presence of it alone, Krampono, me who say a depa. Because I will say he said we should encourage corruption and at the boni ewo on my way mana. Debbie, the usually say we will either reduce it, if not total elimination. Anameboa,
okay.
Yem pese corruption and koso. Ye pese yem brenase anampo sanka ye betimia ye free ho.
Nche no sa na beti.
Inti semi first na kafrao Mika Israel for asem mrani I say men bokro no. What you say? Satan na mrani ho no na man for bokro no nim say hwe ni wa ebeti no. Say ye di mraba uyo obi a wo ye discipline wo bu ho a unim say won penny guasia won ko krampo talk less to go and obekwa bokro no na ya abechiu nti those tribunal regional and district tribunal court and sensema abe MPP for NTRC Where any problem? And one said the winning. Men bo mine chrono. Men koye de ye mrasi men ye. Ebasa one ne ko kan sem no. But what I say, into the MPP for indirectly, they are encouraging corruption.
But almost so more reason is almost so more reason is say you're running for an answer judge for Womoko Suku, a be pass it out. And you know, why don't we use that money? Danka, yen fancy a court in Ibina, yen tribunal.
I said already, my mouth typical example say, agenda 1 discover brain, a shame, we are saying no, if a swabia emma so as it stands because they were not able to operationalize them. But what I say, meanwhile, no, not Satan, no, you were hospitals, I can see, my way more, and sank almost channels canoe call. And come with the expanding, and now with the year. I know that shouldn't be an excuse. But the MMA can say, ye court no, ya chre adia ye akoye, and adia no so send I can say a judges, and something I can. You see, to address concerns, the bill provides the tribunal will operate under the Judicial Council and a new tribunal oversight committee.
Okay.
Inti say kafrao mi ye famanti ye fami anami kotrase. Then we are going to work under certain committees. Ombeshe say ejuma no ebe kototin. Mami kanchiro tie nsembe breakwa or court. Kafra. Yes, say I'm not trying to bring down the profession lawyers or my profession, but ye won sembe bra ye din wo obi kura kafra wa ye fam we kura ye demand na obetumi ye din simple anka problem bi empo emba. Enti kafra ye nkan say nyanse nyina ye di asem e wo man we mu no e wa lawyer for any judges or mutimo there be na say see political influence there any anka make say what's it anka make say e wo hodada na tie MPP for they work out and amitie was say and so say even in spite of where CEOs or say other CEOs and minority for almost support to know we are still not listening today. MPs are in our parliament 276.
Yeah.
Very good. I in a call time a year to be MPP for year 16. And this year 135. But what I say? Nature say the total MPs or year president at the time no 151 and now omu year tiadie MP and these MPs no are they not representing people from their constituencies?
Yeah,
it is a MPP for see they are representing people from their constituencies. They should listen to the people of Ghana. What about NDC for they are also representing it is multiply the number of nipa omu the various constituencies no now you find in compare MPP for 15 16 for now they work out and say one na do so and na enya so man we mu no a majority na did juma because we ye papa kra obi beka ho asem we ye bonia obi beka ho but nti any initiative at all a government or any political party will bring on board no there is one person out there who stand against it or in favor. It doesn't matter at all. The here say Emra na endi juma person ebe on my way beko nkai.
Medasi Honorable George Reborn Aite Ekasai ma NDC. Amanyu Honorable Beka 2-minute rebata.
Senior.
Honorable.
You see, it's very, very sad. Issues that we are all talking about. Today, you want to divert the issue to a different level. Ganyo, you go to Kumasi today, right? Apart from Konfonochi Teaching Hospital, I hear the number 1 hospital in the Asante region. You need a regional hospital in the Asante region. So today, people who are staying within Central Farm Plains, right? Achuman Poenua, maybe I'll say what hospital one. Ganyo. Sewa Hospital in the mindset of President John Ajoku Kufuor through the Irrigate project, so that it will be like an addition to Konfonochi. And yes, sir. Yeah. So today, community and constituencies and district omuni hospitals. So today, where should they be going? In himself today, essential services must be given to the people of Ghana. Essential services have been in the healthcare delivery. How many hospitals do you have in our country today? How many hospitals? Maybe I will visit as a man can say. Hospital do not say no as a man can say as a constituency. It is what much that as a man can say constituency for Indiana. I do critical. I do say more referral. I find the call. Also, they call what the regional hospital within the region. Ganyo, that is the most safest place about. And I answer that. So if today from Asamanka to Koforia, I like I say roughly 1.5 hour drive, and 1.5 hour drive. I make it. My now if and from Asamanka to Kokokolu, 3 hours. Ganyo, who to you? Why if I not prefer? You prefer the 1 hour drive because on the first earlier place where you can get what access to what additional health or care delivery. And here be so today. As I read the way, on my justification, they say 3,326 cases of traditional court, on a sweet event delivery. The question is, or if you power on building are they 100 high court, district court, and circuit court? Mobile 1.5 years, what is the account? Us MPP, we are anticipating for failure. Nobody's anticipating for the issue that today TUC catch yourself. Hold on, do what is called an extensive stakeholder consultation. And so, but like I said, TUC someone they are anticipating for the failure of this government. One sentence, when we get power, let's humble ourselves.
Okay.
Let's humble ourselves. Because today, power, justice, and power, a mandate from the people. And Ghana from Mutabamang. So if today Ghanaians are telling you, say, do what is called an extensive consultation, he'll everybody know. Tell me, pass. So, man, extensive stakeholder consultation. So clearly, if people are telling you, say, do this, doesn't mean say they hate you or they don't like you. But one thing is that today, if today our traditional courts are not able to deliver justice swiftly because almost the wheels of justice grounds rule, because today the number one point I will call by evidence. So if you don't have the evidence, how if we need evidence, medical prosecutor, how can I go to a court and tell the judge to prosecute you without any evidence? Okay. It's a mess. We don't hate the passage of this tribunal. Okay. By the issue is let's do what is so extensive consultation. Okay. Stakeholder consultation. For we all to understand the purpose. Because today, okay, can we say that almost illegal minor? Almost your friend is saying tax. Our friends say the other one, maybe. But the question is, High Court is doing the same thing. Okay. Maybe remember some question. Corruption activities, corruption cases there. And High Court and the Court of Appeal, they have these cases. Yeah. So so can they also do the work? Okay.
I think so. Call 4 into my mouth 4 now.
Yeah, tribunal court in Sesame. You can't say you're no air stop our existing judicial omojuma omodio. You see, there has been a congestion in the system, and you and I know, say, hey, no correct. See, you say, ampa, justice delivery grant slowly, and yes, and I'm kind. And yeah, the omo, no, they should continue. They should gather more evidence. They've not been able to attend to no. And you say, me can say, from so say MPP, they initiated Agenda 111. But a year statement say, Yanka extend the judicial system instead of coming out with this one. And I mean, my example say now those days, no, now your hospitals. And then I'm in channel funds, and now you're expanding, but they wanted us to get new ones from other areas. I know that district na work out na. There be, and yet district na work out. And I'm from so kwa na ekoso. If na ekoso, ni pe doso no. If ekoso, ya nyina yenim no. And until na ban we say, the only way this country can get to the destination ya nyina ye say, yeti me fuan kasa yama chrono adorian. But yes, sorry, not politicians in Kwan and I come myself. But hey, me Eduma District Assembly. And yes, and Biana Yeka. Adianu, you're free and more frasi, and I didn't. What am I trying to say? Me patcher say, Chronona echoes to my way, a freedom, right from the workers, the so-called technocrats, up to the politician. But what I say, inti enyani pabaku asem, inti me tribunal court in sesame, dear me can say ebema enukran podi enhumi be sheyemu se na ebe ya ye betimi asisa every year nyoma boni hu a anka say asempa o but adai ena ye ka enumu asem ena omu di boni no mo ye ja omo ena ebinu kura asem na ye can say a political persecution so who me and this ni ena who MPP who catch me say a political persecution then indirectly you are telling me say ye babe ha munkron for inti are you advertently or inadvertently admitting say mo bokro no ana mo ye de enye wo my way mo debi inti me de me can say once sa initiative we it doesn't go against our 1992 constitution no but a idea say to me yen ye edi inkanko beba o man we mu
okay
why not yen na nyina yen hwe de besi
okay
say ye enam fum so ba ho a Isaac e beba betra na
Honorable George Ripon IT Eka said ma NDC ana otene kano ye move to your next topic na wa o hwe me na otie me no Mami Cow say Mades 102.7 FM and also Mades TV number no at the screen no so be to me a chewa adwin o text message WhatsApp message 0531 930 983 0531 930 983 o de ba making kind eti amona yabekona yako akudin komo yuko akachi miracles abuaji na otwe mu yesu otu kwan kakra wedu epota ana yuko eso ni mo edu chababa ni dia de Camila Alhassan yesi udi mampeni atem eka nsembia na ensem fata eka krase be ya anka ebinu momoti ase wonumbe kumampeni ene ne hokeni Lordina Mahama insim ye nam so ema na otwi mo court ekwa asetena ababa ne ama no 1 year se won konkodem enkoye dwumadene ofimu fia enya de obabium we know mama started from Honorable George Ripon IT Miracles Abuaji's arrest Yoko ensema omoka no before meba no George sanfa lot letter no fato mami bium wo mo si de dikan odi mama kan fi anu mo sei 13th of July 2026 ana wo mo de ba na we need a press statement a free economic and organized crime office and chain a biopsy arrest of Dennis Abuaji aka Miracles and Gerard Apia in respect of 55 million Ghana cedis investigations into the Interministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization. Inti enonona letter in some okagina say or see the Economic and Organized Crime Office (YOCO) wishes to inform the general public that it has arrested Mr. Dennis Edward Abuaji, former Executive Secretary of the Interministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization, in connection with ongoing investigations into alleged financial and procurement-related irregularities at the Secretariat. Or see, the arrest follows extensive investigations commenced by YOCO after receiving a petition from the current Executive Secretary of the IMCCOT requesting further investigations into forensic audit conducted into the affairs of the Secretariat, covering the period from 1st August 2022 to 2nd February 2025. The investigations, which commenced last year following an initial forensic audit of the IMMCC-OD and the subsequent petition, concern the suspected misappropriation, misapplication, diversion, and theft of public funds amounting to about 55 million Ghana cedis. The former executive secretary of the IMCC-OD, Mr. Dennis Abuaji, aka Miracles, the former accountant of IMCC-OD, Mr. Gerard Apia, and others are under investigation for suspected offenses, including 1. Conspiracy to steal and stealing, using public office for profit. That is number 2. Number 3, causing financial loss to the state. Number 3, dissipation of public funds. Number 5, defrauding by false pretenses. Number 6, money laundering. And the number 7, no, other suspected offenses in 7 dozen into the ayoko kanyana sa woka just interministerial committee no, yes, coordinating committee no womo some mo kanyana say kamia ise kro no bi akoso ye wi o man ni sika ana womo pe say kumbe wi asika. Yes, honorable George Rebonaite yoko some mo kani simano edu
yo. Economic and organized crime office. Mr. Yenina Yenumse Oba Omai Wemo. Yeah, 1992 constitution. I think is it 804? 804. A momo mandate. Ewo Omai Wemo. Say ombeshena baby to say money laundering, cyber security, human trafficking, etc. etc. Ombeshe. Na se o man po ekobani se obi be fa position bi na skabi fa ne nsem a on be sure say on be recover ediama on man no na yenyina so yenim mipo until last time na menim say Dennis Miracles Abuajina or your secretary
for
to the interministerial coordinating committee menim enti asem so ayeken yen kan say ya conclude asem no say wafa but you see a bon ewo ne ho and I think that is how Iyoko they do their work until last time na menim say all this while they've been having discussions and now omuni Dennis omudi nkitahudie omunya nkitahudie what you say kra ansana to Kwan Ako wherever he went to. Now, any problem ever asem we hu. Ebinumu say adena ya invited he was not invited but he was arrested in they have a term in a Rambo style. Yes and yeah. Mr. Kakra. Any of these institutions they have 2 ways of arresting. If you say you invite to crime poor, still arrest me boy. And another one to say they will come with other say a police or a military whatever we no national security near bet you and also you arrest aname boy. Ebi wo mo aside method menu way ebi tia ye human right ye constitution man. Is it against our human rights? No. Once infumsuo bi aba ohunku ade e kwan bi a ye pick wono de nobody se wo kodu ho mom e na se na ye treat wono anko yia but just what you say eno na me feel say yeah insem eba ho na ye nyina ye ka e na nipa no omo hwehwe no omo ni edi nkita ndi dada e na omo expecting I mean say you see a week be Nanka they were expecting him to report. He didn't come. But that's what I say. Wama. And I mean, this say, omo official letter being so say, hey, Bia, Iyoko, because of A, B, and C, me kokro we so akoye we na na say na mesamba on my way mu me ngi ni say Miracle Aboagye yes ah but ofri on my way mu koye na oba no na omo ko pick no e wo kutuka airport enye fuso bia was it
is it Accra International Airport?
Was it Accra?
Yes, it's Accra
International Airport. Very good. But when you say MPP for can say Rambo Star now, because what's the president? And we are leveraging on it. But the yamwa na yamuya. Just say ewa unyonku dia normal, but ewa muhudia ya. What kind of life is this? Te me ma example be. Chachu Chikata, ekwambe so na MPP for edi arresting no. Me ti say na ya sorry dem krampo. And I won't hear. So what is that?
Yeah.
Very good. Victor Solomon. E dey see enye Saturday ye Kotoka International Airport. Eno mukochi no. Daniel Budakpi, ekwambe so na muchi no. Moye ade no bi. Kafra omu hu bom the same kind of act. Namu ye de biye mu a na mu nsu asif se mu nkwa na mu ye Ghana fo e wo my way mu tie Dennis Aboagye Miracles Aboagye me we enye ho na me hwe me se wodi boni bi e wo my way mu nkwa dia me George me tie method aye de chi wo me fa me hu de yan se e be kwa asenu mu na se ampa woni mu hu bibia esa won face mra no e ho na me hwe e kwa ye de picky wo there because MPP for true kind of rata almost set president bi ama ya careful e wo mu who say MPP ni bi ya minister and all ya MP and na say bi bon e wo ne hu krono bi bon ne hu and na o start say o tu kwan kwa manoni a e say won ye careful so anybody e bet me aba say o ye nhihye na wakoji permanent resident no wa journey from my way
na some more concrete evidence and come to me extradite no
me see tie yeah extra why mabo
so sikeno for ya
keno for ya maka
so
yeah me no so nim unless I want to me gintum say wa be minister wa my way mu and na send Miracles Aboagye ho aba nsem aye ken okoi onu so otumi ba anko many a patriot a nationalist obi a nationalist sanka won to be avail
no be patriot say any America for interprisoner and extradition
but omo kasa no omo so omo sua law na ka corruption sensemi
and so about crime
but me ba to boss mami me say law na MPP for omo didi omo hu omo different omo asafo yin say their lawyers they know law they know that no sa law na ka corruption hu sem e wo ma sa law na your constitution na nso ene ka say wuko uye government appointee ena wo hu ba asem a say wo nko fesi mra no omo so mo nim sa law na bi ena omo de chicho mo hu omo de chicha eji omo hu nti sa question we wo bi sa me kura me nka hwe nchire what I say but the MC can of rata yenti ye NDC for any Ghana for there yesu ade wo mu say MPP ni wa be minister wa pick up position bia say see ayese ni hu bon krono say ye hu say o tu kwan by heart or dia koniaba say ye nsro no because e betimi aba say okoji permanent resident no wa journey from my way mu sa na omutie and Kenoforata has shown the way so they are also emulating Kenoforata. Say who Miracle Aboagye say who ba sem na ye ni wu e din kita e ba e kwa obi anti ye o e ye boko obi an ko arresting no Rambo style no Jack Chan style nothing no Taekwondo style nothing ye ni di komo wo be sa wu say e die na see ye na esanka on report emrebi na wanko eno de yanti wasam bia na ojoni from man we motu kwan in the name of akwantuo oba yakọ pikini de afa na mu ba be kasa ho. What kind of life is this? Into 55,000 Ghana cedis eskakitwa yen Germany kana a million 55 million Ghana cedis enya sika ketewa yen ka se wafa o oyoko si ni hu bon mbajo enye saa nti omra na omunye hwehwemu na mu hu babia nokure no we infumso be na wo mu tie de bia ye transfer see the government should read to our institutions so that they can perform effectively.
Okay.
Anameboa. After so institution bi ye na adwuma so a na mudi mu pese endum sa spirit na eja na omudi ye adwuma no. What kind of life is this? Minu yeti ha yen bo krono bia no obi abeti yen. Obi abeti yen wa ha.
Omusi mu ka o manu afi.
Mami kan chiro o man we meka wo baby and I make ha. And this is for ministers, MPs, whoever has taken up any position. Me end this ni, who try me moja kurampo, moja be PM by a chro end this woman. But we a minister, and I will bokrono. And now ko ya dia yen ye. And yemre es umre suye na yechiwa. Who can say me kwa koye demonstration wa unwa and you forget it.
Mate.
Me ye. Sana mpese MPP for some ye den. Omu ye se ne be ya o man be den. Ebe konkai.
Mate. Me da say. Ono ba be kan. Simani do.
Ganyo. Mama started free the young the lady Camera Hassan.
Alasan dey no.
Almost more charging on based on two counts. Based on two counts. First counting here. The abuse of the electronic or act, no?
Yeah.
2008. The second one, offensive conduct.
Mamimbo bisu Mamim Farmer George na on fanto so my na yenhwe ne nsem na si wokan ne binti George he sinupiwe ni ma de kan almost say she said His Excellency John Dramani Mahama defy little girls sabi woni nkoda nketenketin aneda ofifi nkoda nketenketin de kan. Number 2, osi President Mahama ni Miss Bell nyumtuni sabi woni no agro ewo mpem woni na akwakwata. The atosumiensa osi she said someone should assassinate the president and his wife Lordina. Into ubinku president no any ni wife Lordina Mahama. Number 4, osi Ibrahim Mahama edi cocaine hunyuma. Okay. Number 5, no see Ibrahim Mahama is into money laundry.
Okay.
Say ye di sika sumasi dwa. Ho. Nti mami nkome ni biom. Oh say mami come tie for no muti radio no. Meba. She said President Mahama is a drunkard and he has a kidney issue as a result of his drinking. Number 7, I see President Mahama mi friend into ma sabi mi ti obi ka cheme se mi yakwa champagne odi matem. No na woka. Eno ana o TV no so no. I see sabi President Mahama sabi mami into sabi. Was it when Jimmy Foster?
Ganyo.
Into my main coming in you. Okay.
Ganyo. Ghana Yambra. I can be about misdemeanor. Misdemeanor near Joe sentence near minimum 3 years.
Yeah.
Maximum 3 years rather. But Ganyo, as more kind of offensive conduct, and yet threat to harm, and yet threaten.
Now, Monsieur Binko Kuana be come me the threat.
You know Franklin Kudo. But we are not saying.
I see she should be sued for defamation, not jailed.
This issue should have been a civil suit, not a criminal suit.
San Adrian on also check.
Oh, Debbie, that is how it's supposed to be. What can say you have tarnished the image of certain individuals. Now you find a Scotch for the president and another prostate cancer. One KB, TV3. Sorry for mentioning the station's name. One KB. What's the HB2?
As one can see in Kokuno.
Me pacho, na who's what's your HB2 mana?
So I see in Kokuno president.
Only it's part of the almost electronic way, no? Because on all kind of way. The second one, Malik Basintali, or make it certain on unreasonable statement against the vice president, which I read to mana. Today, we should bow our head in shame because today, BBC News are capture story way.
Yeah.
Clearly, our justice system, the rule of law, the democracy, the practice of a democracy in India has been turned upside down under President Mahama. President Mahama on 11 February 2022, Ocho letter come President Nana Akufo-Addo. I am appalled at the growing criminalization of the speech and journalism in Ghana under your watch in this 21st century. Put your statement on 11 February 2022. Today, what is happening? You're repeating it today. So today, the criminal libel law, as a free speech, Today, you are trying to bring it back again. And then one of the is a special aid to a friend is George Opariado. I want the TikTok page, the X page. Your friend Mr. Opari. Also, we should be careful. Opposing the 16th of July 2026. Also, we should be careful about some of the these things. 1 year jail sentence over that. Then, if you go opposition, we all go activate because we don't risk it after this precedence. So clearly, the special aid to the Minister for Youth Empowerment, Youth Power and Youth Development. Ganyo, what precedent is President Mahama trying to set?
Yes, Mochi NDC Sotium branch executive member.
Okay.
A sentence in 4 years for insulting President Nana Akufo-Addo.
Or you should certain life-threatening messages. Certain, and I'm not.
Was it life-threatening?
Life-threatening messages.
And yes, Camila and Susu threatening messages.
Could do high court. It's a two count. The first count and the second count. The second count the general of 1 year. No, 1 year can was.
So also make it life-threatening. I'm always to see you cook president.
The first count will be handled at the high court. That's what I say. Oh, could your friend is so feed so not make it that statement. So that one and yet we make the second count was him. The first count has not been has not been discussed upon. It's the second I'm talking about. That's what I say. Are you enemy offensive conduct? First one, you're different, almost electronic transaction. He has read the Electronic Transaction Act. Electronic Act, you know. Well, breachy on a high court because who take the judge because he has no jurisdiction to sit on that particular case. Aganyo. Go and read Article 14. 14 close to. A person who is arrested, restricted, or detained shall be informed immediately in a language that he or she understands of the reason for his arrest, restriction, or detention, and of his right towards a lawyer of her choice. Kanyo, when you say Kamela, you have an access to a lawyer. When you have an access to a lawyer. And that is the fact. He should plead guilty. That's the police. What sort of unpracticed democracy in practices here? You have 4 years. Once I move media for my ID, you boom. I pray and I hope some more today, you have President Mahama as a staff member of what? The media and
yeah.
So today, under your era, the statement, a statement to President Nana Akufo-Addo on 11th of February 2022. Ganyo. There's a guy called Richard Lathy on the Facebook page dated 26 January 2016. Bombshell. How President Akufo-Addo killed his first wife in a fit of rat autopsy report bears it all. Look at the statement. 3 pages. Ganyo. Clearly, what is happening today? We all need to come together as one people to condemn it. So now the use of social media to criticize or to attack, to make derogatory statements against leadership of our country, should be a thing of the past. But trying to arrest them for making derogatory statements, which you can at least move it in a way for a civil suit that is defamation of character. You see, any criminal suit, clearly, we all need to rise up and speak against it.
Does the freedom of speech guarantee say you make a life-threatening way?
Oh, let me join this say.
And you criticize, you know.
Remember, criticism. It's about some toys. You criticize also. Doomsday is back. Criticism.
Who's Sam Jojo?
Some toys.
Who's
Agona West?
Yeah.
Or Agona West organizer.
Yeah.
Okay, so says Doomsday is back on. He made it's a criticism he made. What happened? He was being arrested. So that means that you see, now the freedom of speech and expression now has been turned upside to what a criminal libel law.
NDC lining up some personalities they criticized the former government. Muchiomo.
Yeah, ebimuanamo. Yejiliomo.
Bebe.
Yejiliomo.
So in so much jelly no.
Wana yejiliomo.
Agona West this jelly no.
Meba na mema.
Almost saying no.
Meba. Me na mama take an example say today. Okay, Article 14.2. Also, if mature, we should what? We should put it in a formal language. I will say, and should give you access to a lawyer. So, tell me say some toys. Maybe some question. How many days do you have in a this Rambo star arrest and attack. It won't yield anything. Let me tell you today, special aid to the Minister for Youth Development. About Bontabaka and say, the more you never do baby able position to make us out. You arrest somebody for 1 year for criticizing, making derogatory statements, which can be turned into a civil suit. But someone turned into a criminal suit. Let me make a message. You are in this country gradually watching everything that goes on. We the family mama kasi munye ding na mun support mu endorse. If power changes and such incidents happen, I pray and hope someone kasi munye ding. Ganyo. Yembra Dennis Miracle.
You have 2 minutes.
Yembra Dennis Miracle in statement. Yoko, they should bow their head in shame. When was the lawyer for the accountant about my client is not involved in any investigation that has to do with Dennis Miracle body. Yoko approached him solely on the Auditor General's report of or infraction of 500,000 Ghana cedis. That is Mr. Gerard Apia, the accountant to the FNC, to the IMCCOD. And Seganyo, when he said Dennis Miracle about the Babon, he was not being. I asked any question with regards to the 55 million Ghana cedis issue. So, you want to do what to political witch hunting? Political witch hunting. Now, Ganyo, if you want to put a rest stop on somebody, Ganyo, the Pacono to quite move so to quite. And it's my man for rest stop around also. All Bano, nobody rest stop to so. Ganyo, he was Ganyo, that one should be Ganyo. Article 14.3. A person who is arrested, restricted or detained, A, for the purpose of bringing him before a court in execution of an order of a court, B, upon reasonable suspicion of his having committed or being about to commit a crime, shall be brought before a court within 48 hours after the arrest, restriction, and detention. Daniel, when you say Dennis about or spending more than 3 days, that is 72 hours, and Yoko custody. Is it a breach of his fundamental human rights? Daniel, is it a breach of his fundamental human rights? This is government, President Mahama. You need to wake up. And let us understand and say you are person practice autocratic because maybe we are not in an era whereby you use what Rambo star, kangaroo star to be able to arrest and persecute political way chance on the opposition, all because you are criticizing your
time.
Can you say? Somewhere I'm at I don't want to be because the issue currently the lady Nasem no war, but I'm speaking based on the offensive conduct once. And clearly, if today the judge pen judgment in the by someone made it almost say the judge said he's or sentenced for 1 year so that you serve as a deterrent to the others. You cannot stop people because President Mama now say let's use our social media handle to create awareness for flood flood way no be. It's today, if me who you are arresting us for doing this, how do you expect me to use my social media handle to be creating awareness for this?
Okay.
It's high time this government Bahari said it.
May I say? Answer now, Honorable George Ribon watching I tell about so. But I make you for tweet clear. Honorable Beka. In as much as say what freedom of speech, say to make us expression no. Say Adan we see na yanka it shouldn't continue. Because me ameti I mean to me for mobile phone. Ensi me nim enka say we be koku Honorable Abeke Ebenezer. Obinkoku Honorable George Ribon Aite. Because common sense krana yankasi asitinemo uko yenkra. These things are not accepted. So what I say? It seems like we are abusing the of freedom of speech, you know. We are abusing, you know. And some things like false publications, some toys idea kokochino are gonna west to say, so draw baby. So you kind of cry. We are not supporting say yet you amount for jail or Morambo style of arresting. But say you kind of cry now ke share him radi more. To me, arresting a question they are following the constitution. Because can't go baby the accountability. Or see defamation laws and may come from Graphic Online. Or see defamation laws and prohibitions against false publications, safeguard reputations and prevent abuse. You know, for you to public false news and I say make way, you can be arrested. So if someone makes false publications 4 years ago, 8 years ago, na abaya na what is at that time they can say, me only panemobo. It doesn't mean say the current government should do the same. Because like I say NSA, Timemufoni Melbourne eba no more pro. Me de bia me kadana me ka with you say, though say there were some arrest MPP make but not President Ekufuor ni Timor me. But the Okasu Odim Rano so follow the constitution now. You can't use freedom of speech or speech as an excuse to say, me kase me treat on ababeka. Oko Graphic Online you publish it. Graphic Online, no. Freedom of speech in the Ghana 1992 constitution does not support or protect life-threatening messages. If someone makes a life-threatening message against President Ekufuor, no matter na so abana hani ejani panama ne trasa. It doesn't mean say ena be mu ye ncha ye youth na eba no na yemfa mobile phone nsi yenim. Na you make life-threatening messages. We don't support it. Say you use Rambo style of way, but in our culture, and self-fata, because aside politics, His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, on a personal life I will leave. So Nyansa nim say odi mobile phone besu enim say yenkoku President Nana Akufo-Addo. Eno kran me yachi wankadide na osi e jail 20 years. Nyansa nim at the same time say obekwa akoka say yenkoku President na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Nyansa nim. So media ye kan nyina ne say sindra na aban no hu mo bro e di me bi no mu a. It doesn't mean say yanso so ne. Ene ye say bekwa nim sa. Ene ye didi mu a obi wa beka so yenkoku Isaac Ganyo Tamaklo and the peja naifa Camilla si mekum ni ababekum na ekone nim sa enti ebesre mebu newt na eba no yes remo yes munya abotre because politicians na edi omoti Malik Basin telling Sami Jemfimo wo mun se wo mo ka bia edi gu and politicians no fi omo atro di mo no they cannot go to the extent say yebeka say yenkoku na Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. But no teachina wo ya at the end of the day na akwakotem wo because Camilla D on the about me about the aneba and ye follow no kokoyi no esuno bia ne niti. You see honorable a foot na yede ma youth no we are not supporting it but a foot to and yede ma youth ni se hwe won sie Camilla D ba ye jeli no ba me about the ba ye nyame ya tumi nya party mpenifo e ma omudi nechi ye no enti esuno bia ne niti enti utifie na odi mobile phone na esu enimu a fashion utimu say politicians na ono mo ye nuanom Sami Jemfi can make false publications against me. Basintali can make false publications against me. Maybe Justin Frimpong could be a MPP penny for me making false publications against Obi. But encore to the extent so making life-threatening comment. But just watch the American say, "Omo di nyansa tom." Cause politics in a game. Omun to me nkaso yen so nkokum president ma politicians no. Aye youth ne koka no mudi echi no. Omo form no nkada. Enti youth na yete nche ne yemfa nya adesua. Yemfa nche etimi ye hye. Esi ne yempese bi MPP beba na ndisi fonso be bi. I will support the arrest. Si echi obi a your time ne ya so 2 minutes on that na yemfa course, and I think say chama want to be case in there because of the lateness no. Yeah, the better to kakra only Justin from Ponkodia. Honorable George Boite.
Yeah, Camilla Asa, me say na sem no. Man to me am boso.
2 minutes pay on that.
Unim freedom of speech. Obi can say ye chi woman we mu. But yeah, morally, ye me say ho. Say someone girl ne kan ye no. Adepa, suban. Sa na kafra o na wofo etete no. Usi omanpeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama okumunantwe baku 32 ansana odi babe president enti na nsueto abnormally and amanfo evil okayo enye so see miti say yesi or see enti wempo say yemisa say na say you have evidence
na mo so pastor don di kankan na na wan kofa do
but we be some asem Camilla Ahasa Mamenka na asem me that's how I do my things. But what you say?
Me she can try.
Pastor no ya chino ya can ask them. Are we discussing him here? Are you getting my point?
So that is where they got the source from.
And or see what way kafra oyanina. You said it rightly here. So we have our life behind the bahana. So President Mahama, in fact, your friend says sampa. Kafra oni misbe kwa yebo bibia enfuzo ye mra no hifa na see ye wrong say President Mahama obekwa akopɛ misbe but now abetna social media now who go president ye can say men can want some but asembia obeka no ye sure say who evidence say kotochima who evidence that you can prove yourself why ko can say sasemwa okay wonu say bet me asay na warrior. You know, it can go a long way. Let me tell you, let me give you a typical example today. And yes,
President Akufo-Addo again no mo kan.
Miss Bear picture one.
Oh, na see one Mahama be bra
but asam na ye jelly no. And ye Miss Bear or can say President Mahama ni Miss Bear ye be na ye jelly.
So are you based on the life threatening part?
Of course, that is the issue. Anameboa, one try 2 counts no. Say back there say be call high court.
Yeah.
But the omu kan wan sam no. Say ye Miss Bear ni Mahama something na ye jelly no. E ye no mpo anka met me aka confidently say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama bet me afafo no wakase o.
Omunja no now. Mate me da se. Ono beka. Ono beka yenko enim. 2 minutes. Yeah, okay.
The fact say ye wo hu kwan say beka ya adwen kire say bibia ye bet me aka.
Me da se. E futu na ye pe.
Ganyo.
Ono abeka.
Ganyo. You see, me then became maybe say when we're trying to make comparison and justification of issues in the past and trying to compare to issues then we are not being fair to ourselves.
Okay.
In the past, we make it certain derogatory state against another than Akufo-Addo. So ni Sarah Bruni or BB only then
so now why didn't you use the law against them?
The president of the land in that time, as an attorney general, repeal the criminal libel law, whereby we introduce the free speech. What can I say? Why should I come and arrest you for that? Why? It's a message. In this situation like this, what you can do, and they say you seek for what? A civil suit, defamation of character.
Okay.
But the moment it turned out to be a criminal suit, clearly, then we are going back to the era of criminal libel law. Is that what we all want?
Make it life-threatening.
Because I condemn it wholeheartedly. I don't subscribe to that. If we account our TikTok, doesn't mean that you can use that account to do what you want.
But when you say a culture crowd, say me kasi biya Honorable George Ribona ite train na obewu na se biya china and a minute
yeah.
We can take me on. They can take me on.
Exactly. But I mean, most how young girls from school who did the President Akufo at that time. No much omukotum. Yechumukotum.
I said no more at that time.
Let's make sure and say. You see, you cannot suppress or undermine free speech. That's what I say. You cannot suppress or undermine free speech. That is why by me, I'm using this opportunity to tell the owners or the who control these social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, X, Snapchat, Instagram, say, Maybe I didn't do. When you see somebody making a derogatory statement against anybody,
you're taking it down.
That is it.
Okay.
Because we are building a Ghana. Well, by very soon to get to a president, Nana do Danko for the president Mahama will not be there anymore. We'll take over the country. So if today, as a young boy like me, I may be in the future, maybe I'll become the young man. I mean, my man and boy. One day I'll assume the office as a president of the republic. Number 10 will be the record video Do you know the effect it's going to have on me? You know the effect it's going to have on me. That is why me Facebook. I me pay Facebook pa. But mostly when some Facebook live inside as a radio station.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very careful with every statement I make. Because today I may one day occupy a position. And I'm a as a result of this internal election, somebody make a derogatory statement about me. Try to say some party for us and mama security position. And tell me just as lawyer baba. Like my man is differential of character. That guy should come and prove maybe I'm contributing to Fusca. Because maybe too honor. I care about my life. And this small name I became Benez, I don't know if I can love. So I did more. My integrity and my name is very, very important to my life. So today, when you make a derogatory statement against my integrity and my name, straight to me, you're pushing me to a particular point whereby I need to take action. It's the best, right? We condemn it wholeheartedly. And we are praying to the youth. We are appealing to the youth. So that derogatory statement, try to threat people, senior members or senior individuals of our country and the political landscape. Okay. Because today, you're true to maybe you had a lot of people going to support here. But what's the camera to So you need to be very careful. And today, we are all calling on President Mahama to at least to seek pardon.
Okay, Mati. May I say 0531930982 983. Yes. 0531930983. 2 minutes. Mami fanfa callers and be miensa na yenko 0531 930-983 0531-930-983. Freedom of speech no esefata se yedeka se yenkuku bi yenko tru bi ti yengene say menya me first caller e wan ma so. Hello. Good morning, me pacho din be bia kasa free.
Morning, Isaac Kaswa.
Isaac Kaswa boni two fama me what 20 seconds pe.
Yes, asa. Eni emetini kanite. You na mo ba. Mo hwe mo wi.
Okay.
Because we in Ghana. You people don't know where this is coming from. It's your advantage now, but it's not really fast. They will keep you apart, the sending ya answer. And now we are Kabu my answer. Me who will say, let's say, what is saying, and turn out the whole comment.
Okay, Mati.
NBC man, go to me down. Who did that?
Mati, Bedasi 0531-930-983 0531-930-983. Hello.
Hello.
Udini baby akasa free.
Me faje e frama ke tiago me kaje free
Kumasi enko. Me ba cho twu free TV no one twu wa yentimi no nkasa time no call crowded 0531-930-983.
Hello.
Good afternoon, me pacho Udini baby akasa free.
Mpacho me kasa free nkoko.
Nkoko yenko.
Mpacho frame ko zikisi. Mpacho program na moye no.
Okay.
Na freedom of speech na ye kano. Mpacho wan sa school nkola na no mudina na do atem. Eso no kura na atu om school fees o. Approve bibia ma omo wo free chesa omo wie ye no wo attend ya no mudina na do atem.
Yeah.
Eso wan ka hwe. Eso won penifo o maimu. Hwe asama ga ibeka ye sofo no issue na wode beto abonti so mo kunantwe makoma ko 12 why come so man timi anche sofo no ana onkoche ga no.
Okay, Mati, yerasi and na make access no bia ni ti enti we ye dia ma why ahwe. Hello, my last caller.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Pacho Dini baby akasa free.
Me kasa Kumasi.
Kumasi yanko.
Me paso. Asoma mo kan na tipa. Mo ba kaya de semi jamfi. Ya ba election. O kan semi be train na ku fuad. Semi jamfi a NDC semi jamfi. Ayembia nana do
so I make a life threatening message be as yen kokuno.
Or making life threatening because what I say pay financial asset. Or so jaru pray munti na memwana a life threatening. Rana meboa.
Okay.
It's a life threat what you pay. Jaru pray.
Timmy. And na make say constitution wo ho, emra no wo ho a ye adwuma. Enti by na wo no ka say unhu mo bra. And you now more bro because we now no can constitution now. Freedom of speech in my coin say kasi nkukubi. And this is in another pension another kasi be me who be mobile. Media channel. It doesn't mean say because we no can run or move follow the steps because the freedom of speech doesn't guarantee an us a more be to me. Say kasi nkukumi me kwa na metie.
And your kasi nkukuni bi amachi asese ni pan wa.
So what did me patch na say? Yeah, comparisons na yenhwe ne mimi da bia meka say President Akufo-Addo wona na ne timo omre but o kaso o follow man ne dimra no so anka o se sankrofo nyina ye che omu so what did me patch na say because o tena se no what kind of freedom of speech na ema kwan se koka se yenkoku obi konkogu so what ya
masa minimum sa ba se ne ma ko wa jo mama so ogum kakra ama se de wo ye e bi bedru ba bi na another point bi aba wọ́n sọ ní ẹ̀ma ní ẹ̀ma ẹ̀bú ọ̀wọ́ a sẹ́dí NDC fọ́ yẹ bí na mẹ́ka sẹ́míjà fìdí náà sàn kọ́m tó ṣe ní straight.
ẹ sẹ́nu ní ọmọ àǹtí náà lè ṣe ọmọ àǹtí yẹ yìí.
Bá a ti ṣe ìrànyẹ ṣá yẹ fẹ́ǹsì sẹ́nà wọ́n mú ṣáàtú wò ebi another time bí àná NPP bẹ́ẹ̀ bá nọ ebi ọmọ yẹ NDC fọ́ ayé ayé adé ebi NDC fọ́ bí ẹni wọ́n máa kásá.
To us so me pay because everyone attempted any life threatening message you know eswati some me am tie me un Camilla de me nkonkoye because it's true
fa ho say officer e betumi aduru on beye ba mo so yes mo immediate no yes ramo e say duru ba bi na say duru a mo so ye said ye na mutumi nkasa sa na duru wa sa kwa na no to no ka se ga tra mo say
mate me
say mutumi nkasa e ti sa na mo so duru wa mo ye na mo akasa
yeah time no aso ye kwa ni sa George obebo amena me birthday we e de fi wono na yakoye nim and ye town na so maminda Black Emperor say wa che kakra ene baba ni ting and so efia ene efia kiki birthday ene efia kiki birthday efia kiki etonton phones e was circle opposite Vodafone house ene birthday na we every chairman Moro phones enche neba Moro phones e was aman kese was here for birthday no and confirm efia kiki e was circle otonton mobile phones anisa ene birthday enti Moro phones e was aman kese wasi emfa bedi no en confirm yes Nyankopon hira adum ene nkwatenten no eti amona babeka 30 seconds yeko
ganyo yeko no na mensan so use okonya bi man kanche and Egutu Senior East MPP delegate for at least for their support even though me winning no yes to Mr. Domasi Nyankopon hira mo
okay
I'll bounce back again in a grand star
okay
with a different version different ideology
Mati.
And I wish the current executive no the very best of luck.
Honorable George Ribbon IT yeko
yeda ahwefo ne atiefo nyina sena yeko yampa meso sonia me nua beka eko election meso meko na me de nipa me ne contest ne oba nti amanfo bi no mo kekase I don't believe in women empowerment. The person in country Domiabo branch executive say I believe in women empowerment.
Okay.
But I don't believe in an advocacy that will put the woman to a high risk.
Okay.
Mate
yedasi jeko na Black Emperor edwatwa so Ricky ya defa adwene me boss bi aka che me se du Saturday uti pa mama nchia no da ne bi wo si wo di reggae ne fa adwene pa we nya club ba ku bi na woton ba enti eno ano no enti Black Emperor edewo etwa so e twa ho aba ye ba odo betwa so edini aize ganyo tama class da Equity Amatiu, led by Eja Minta, Jordan Meku, and his sports journal, Mungina Yamisha, Mufia Tamengo, Yamisha, DJ Papa J, Unso Yankopon, and Shamungina, Yabasi Siana, Black Emperor.